You know what time it is. It's time for me to forget I even had this light. I was going to move the microphone into place, and I'm like, wait a minute. I got like this whole extra light I bought for this. I should have had this on all day. It's a very nice light. It improves the lighting in my room in a way that I appreciate. I might need to move my whole face and stuff because we were. You go, Titus. You bang on that fucking screen until it does what you demand. you're just beating on a fucking blue screen. Was there a save sphere up there that I could only see from a different camera angle? Well, whatever. I don't even get to... How do I go up? What did I do? Wait, does X... Because before... Yeah. Before it said X to, like, return to the ship. I assume that was... Yeah. While I was close to the ship. Turns out it's fucking anywhere. You can just... Zip! Right back up. Why is this being captured? Mousticles, get the fuck out of here. Properties. Do not capture the cursor. Go away. There. Now I can do click and stuff without worrying. If you're wondering why we're going 4 times speed, it's because I can, and why not? Chew through. It sucks. You still can't skip the cutscenes. The parts I really want to plow through. I am gonna steal just because it gives us more grenades, which is gonna make the boss fight quicker. So, and, like, it only takes 1 hit from Titus, and they're fucking done. Whoa, 2 AP, a whole manosphere! Yeah. Not exactly exciting. Not exactly a premium grinding spot. I'll probably will... It's like, I don't know. On one hand... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I just can't even go back in that hallway. It's entirely no-no. But, what was I saying? Or no, maybe I can. I just don't hit the square button. Oh, no, I see. It only gives me the option to return the ship. Oh no, fish monsters. Fiends! Are there any regular animals? I mean, I guess there have to be, huh? Let's keep stealing. Get a bunch of grenades, lob them at the fucking octopus man. And then win the video game. That's the plan. Alright, whatever, just hit him. Easy peasy. I'm afraid no ghost. Even if that ghost is in the shape of a fish, and or several fish, and or several ghosts. Examine! I don't know, I'm just gonna hit it, and then he just gets fucking electrocuted. This place, especially when you see it from outside, this always reminds me of, like, Metroid Prime. It's got that aesthetic. Greetings, Pepetchoy. How's it going? Well, we turned on the glow parts, so let's get the fuck out of here. Titus fake laughing? Possibly. Now, what can I steal from you? Another grenade. Perfect. Well, What's Her Nuts is dying. Let's make her less dying. I know what it is. I probably wouldn't be the regular one. It would probably be the back to Zahahahanarkind. Where is it? Here we go.
Come on, show me.
Where is it? It'd probably be that. It is a wiggly boy. Greetings, Pajumajo. His best quality is his wiggles. Anyway, we're gonna enough of that. We are on ×4 speed. He wiggles a lot slower, for real. But we can activate his wiggles as we see fit, and I will choose to do so. Anyway, we're gonna kill the Wiggle Man. His best quality will no longer be his wiggles. Greetings, Voidstar. Why are you wooing? Stand by. Fuck that. Can I not grenade from here? Oh, I can totally toss grenade. And then... Wait, what? Wait while recovering HP. No, fight him. Out of range. Shit. Alright, fine. Stand by. There's like a thing we can do where we do like a pincer attack. Oh. Well, that's no good. That seemed lame. Ultra lame. Keep throwing bombs at him. Get fucked. Wait. It's her turn again? Throw another bomb at him? Keep going, I guess. Oh, I think I need to, heal. Yeah, no, there's like a way to do a pincer attack on this guy. Swim around both sides. This is called a video game. I'm underwater because that's FF10. Characters FF10. I'm underwater to get treasure because I got kidnapped by a bunch of pirate gimps, the pirate gimp squad, and they're like, alright, you can stay, but you have to work for us. Go down there and get treasure from this underwater wreck. And so we're doing that, and then Octopus Man happened. Yeah. We're fighting with one of them here. No. Well, they could be pimps and gimps. For all I know. Anyway, I need to make sure she doesn't die. No, don't steal. No, item. Also, we're playing on... this is the PC release, which added... Are there any? There are almost certainly crabs. This is a very nautical game. This is like the most aquatic-themed Final Fantasy. There's a lot of stuff with the ocean and water in this game, comparatively speaking. There's still obviously land stuff and air stuff and cave stuff and ice stuff and shit like that. But there's a good amount of water stuff. I don't know if there are additional crabs. Also, I should probably like move. Hold up, let me. Speaking of crabs. There, perfect. This couldn't be better. Added an additional crab. I can just fill the whole screen with. Oh god, what have I done? Uh-oh, no, I made a mistake. This is the stream now. This is the whole stream. Welcome. I hope you like the crabs. I'm just doing the Agent Smith laugh after he absorbs the Oracle. Crab stream. No, I just want to move myself back to regular crab size. Thank you very much, Voidstar. Anyway, is she dead yet? No, let's throw more grenades at him. Yeah, we're like right at the start of the game. We're like less than an hour of gameplay. Well, less than an hour of video game in. There's a lot of cutscenes and shit. It's unfortunate that you missed the opening. The very opening to this game, I think, is really cool. The cutscene with the Blitzball and Sin showing up. It's really fucking good. Thank you. Also, I named Titus Smelmert. He's the only one whose name you can change, because he's the only one whose name isn't spoken out loud during the spoken dialogue. Fair. I only just started streaming. I streamed the opening bits of Final Fantasy X like 2 nights ago. So what I did, I decided that I didn't want to think that much when leveling up. I was just like, because when I did this 2 nights ago, I chose the Expert Sphere Grid, and then I was like, do I really want to fuck around with the Expert Sphere Grid? And I decided, no, I don't. So I literally restarted the game, named Titus Smelmert again, and just played up to the same point, but with the original Sphere Grid. Well, yeah. Well, I'm starting over. So again, you're getting in very early on this whole thing. Okay, we're playing at 4 times speed, and the times were let me. No, not Smelmert. Although he would probably contest that it's pronounced Smelmer. Oh, he'll do the laugh. We're a ways off from that. That's probably 5 or 6 hours into the game. I think it's...
Shop smart. Shop S-smart.
You got that? Yes, shop smart. Shop S-smart. That's when he's talking about his boomstick.
This is my boomstick.
It's honestly actually easier for me to fucking type the commands in than try to search for it through the fucking Garf. No, well, there's the Albed, which are these guys. These are the Gimp pirates. Some of them are more Gimp than the others.
Hey, I helped
Yeah, you have to
out,
sleep
didn't
outside
I?
in the fucking cold. Because you're Smelmer, nobody likes you. That is one advantage. One plus in the Gimp pirate. Like, being Gimp pirates, negative. Treating Smelmer poorly, positive. So it kind of balances out. Yeah, the Albed use, like, guns and shit. But for the most part, no, there's not really a boomstick. I brought you this pile of colored trash. Smelmer can't even dress himself correctly. What the fuck is he wearing? He's wearing an actual clown outfit. What the fuck is happening with his elbow?
Hey,
Thank you very much. You also notice that his pants are half pants, half shorts, or like half shorts, half shorter shorts. Like, the fuck? He's got a hood on his outfit that he never wears. And despite hating his dad, he wears his dad's symbol both on his neck and on his pants.
Whoa!
This is before Japan made us jealous of games food. Yeah, way before. He's not really jaking. Well, there are similarities.
Why didn't you say so
He's
earlier?
kind of like
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
if Jake English kind of didn't give a fuck.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Shorts. Yeah, with the tall
Who
H.
are you guys anyway?
We're Albed. Can't you tell? Wait.
Oh, and the opening to this is so Titus is this like fucking sports star,
Where are you
and he's
from?
in like the super techno future city, and then a giant
Blitzball player?
space butthole monster shows up, reverses gravity a whole bunch,
Star player
and-
of the Xanarkin Abes?
and he just wakes up in the middle of fucking nowhere and gets picked up by these guys. They'll explain it all in the game. Again, you're very early in, so most of the questions you have will be explained.
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
Are you sure?
So I told her everything. there
Are you
was
sure it's
to
not
tell
both?
about
Are you sure it's not the symbol of the Xanarkin Abes
About
because of
life there,
Jekt? When you get sucked into Sin and see Jekt inside, it has the big fucking flaming J in the
They
sky.
came to mind.
No, nowhere near it, a
Then I
genius
started to
guy.
wonder.
It's like when you're literally inside like the psychic manifestation of what's left of Jekt.
Something funny?
It has the big flaming fucking J in the sky. I think it's Jekt's symbol. It's a fucking J!
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
I'm not gonna do that right now, Void Star. That would take minutes.
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's talk?
Anyway, all this has been okay. So the big space butthole we learned from a cool dude named Orin is called Sin,
Sin destroyed it
and we just
without
learned from this chick that apparently
So
when you go near Sin, your head gets
there.
foggy and whack. She thinks that's what's happened to him because he's saying things that to her are impossible. She's like, yeah, Xanarkin like exploded 1,000 years
What do you
ago,
mean,
and he's like,
1,000
I just
years
came
ago?
from there. What the fuck?
But I saw Sin attack Xanarkin. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
So yeah, she thinks he's crazy because of Sin toxin, and he's like, "Ow, what?" He's like, "Oh, I know I'm not crazy because of Sin toxin. Like that was my whole fucking life. So what the fuck?" Yeah, once we get out of cutscenes, the 4x speed kicks in. It's mostly for like grinding and stuff. I accidentally saved a 4th slot, but whatever. We've got Smelmert and Gimpo. I guess we'll talk to Kimpo. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. One of these days we'll get it at times 4 speed. How's it going, Ingenious Cat?
You play blitzball?
Yes, I do. Start playing the Anakin 8th.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Yeah, Luca's like the big blitzball place. Stupid fucking banana hair. More like pineapple. Yeah, he's a big smelly pineapple head.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather
Titus's
stay
weird
here?
beach bum aesthetic? What?
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait
What
here.
the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, and one thing.
This game does have a
When
habit
you're from Xanarkand,
of focusing the camera on
get
people's
upset
asses,
in a holy
though.
place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh.
Oh, beach... Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like a beach body, but like the butt part of the body? I see what you mean. I was misunderstanding. I thought you were talking about Titus's ass. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought.
It's a techno-future city.
Since when?
Full of magic water orbs that we play ball in.
Yevon?
He's from a deserted island.
Luca? I
He's
thought
from a
this was
deserted
gonna
island
be
that
a
used to be
fun
inhabited by
place
clowns, yeah.
That I can go back in a day
Desert
or two.
clowns.
But 1,000 years into the future?
So yeah, we went into Sin's glowing fucking gravity butthole. And so, right now, yeah, we're coming to the realization that we may be 1,000 years in the future. Thank you very much, Voidstar. And Titus isn't taking that too well. There they are. More of the Gimp Pirates. It's a J and a T? You can't be a J. That's cheating. That's like saying a W is a W and a V. It's like, no, it's a W. A capital J when you put the fucking cross on it. You know, just like you do with a capital I. You can have a capital I that doesn't, like, have the 2 bars on it. And the same way you can have a capital J that doesn't have the bar on it. Shut up, Voidstar. I'm trying to explain something. But capital J's are already... can perfectly have the fucking bar on top. That's fucking cheating. That doesn't work. Fuck you, me? Wow, you suck at this.
Fuck you. Me?
I'm only quoting the creators. Alright, well... the creators don't know how English letters work. Clearly. As they're Japanese.
Fuck you, it's January!
Thanks. It's not, but thanks.
Riku!
Is it January, Garfbot?
This ends today. Right here, right now. By way of physical beating.
Exactly. This is the end, Voidstar. One of us is gonna come out on top as the star blitzball player. And it's gonna be me.
Hey, you okay?
I recognize this.
Hey!
From all my concussions. Garfbot might want to beat you. That's also a fair interpretation. Immediately shows off blitzball skills. Waka immediately gets a sports boner. You can, it's his hair. That's his sports boner right there. Is there a treasure chest over here? There's a treasure chest somewhere around here. I think it's for Yuna's ultimate weapon. Yeah, the moon crest. You need like the crest and the seal to get each character's ultimate weapon, and Yuna's crest is like right there. The moon crest, man. What about Waka?
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna
You want to show me that again, man?
one more time?
If you thought Titus was a fucking beach bum,
Things were starting
Waka's
to
a beach
look
bum That's also a fucking meathead. Titus is more like energetic and annoying, and Waka's just like a sack of fucking bricks.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkand Apes!
Apes.
Immediately after being told not to say that, because it would whack people out.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got to,
So like the three most annoying characters in this game, Titus, Waka, and Riku, also ended up being the three top tier characters if you're going for like the post endgame stuff.
Sin's toxin got to you, but you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
But what was I gonna say? It's because once you get far enough, once your character's like all leveled and stuff, and you've gone through the whole sphere grid, all of the characters basically have the exact same stats and abilities. The only difference between them is their overdrives.
You hungry?
And
Back to the village. I'll get you.
you know, Waka and Riku have arguably, like, it's arguable which of the two have the best overdrive. Riku's is a lot more versatile, but Waka's just pure fucking damage. Like, the most damage you can do in a single turn is, like, a maxed out Waka overdrive. With, like, break damage limit and all that stuff. Whereas Titus and Auron are kind of comparable overdrive-wise. Shave Waka and use it as a blitzball. I think he's a little too big and heavy for a blitzball. Look at all these idiots. Look at all these goobers. The fucking... What are they? They're the Besaid Oryx. They're the worst blitzball team in the world. To get Waka's ultimate weapon, we have to play far too much blitzball. Too much blitzball is one game. Far too much blitzball is like 3 games. We have to play way more than that.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask.
He was like too dumb to tell lies.
Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
That's not quite true.
Long time ago, there were
There's also the petrified souls of the damned, just like stuck in the walls all around it. Move everything below the neck. But those are the parts that do all the blitzing. Those are the only useful parts of Waka, are the parts below the neck.
And Xanarkand along with him.
It's like,
That was about 1,000 years ago.
you know,
Just like you said.
I trash
If
him
you ask me, Sin's
as a
our
character,
purpose
but
relates to
gameplay-wise,
Xanarkand.
Waka is really fucking good.
Is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must
Yeah,
all
Blitzball
pray
is
for our sins.
bad.
That's important.
Every time a fucking expansion comes out for Final Fantasy XIV, you get some people begging for Blitzball to be in the game.
Waka and Riku.
And people are just like, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. They'd have to do too much to make Blitzball good. They'd have to do too much development work to make Blitzball good.
But you from the Xanarkand Apes, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying the team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure.
Blitzball is suffering.
That'd be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was.
There's the real
trying to cheer me
question.
up.
How much Slayers... how much Slayers would I be able to get you to watch for every fucking game of Blitzball I play?
Started with Sin.
Blitzball
Maybe
fucking
if I could find
sucks.
Sin one more time, I could go home.
Yes, it's
Now,
a bunch of
I just lived life until
micromanagement.
that time came. No
and
worrying about
waiting.
where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home.
Not for 14,
but I started
yeah.
to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
Alright, that's fair. It's gonna be a little bit before we get to Blitzball. Again, probably a couple of hours. The thing is, Blitzball also takes at minimum 10 minutes every single time. I really want to make Captain Waka proud at this year's tournament. Alright, cool. We saved. Let's go. Needs his own game. But what happens if I go this way? Nothing, I can't. I don't think there's going to be enough suffering in a single game of Blitzball for an entire season of Slayers. Sure is a nice little alcove. Why did you want me to... Come here. Just to be an asshole, yeah.
What's the big idea?
Yeah, that's probably around, correct. What is the big idea? What the fuck is wrong with you, Waka? There are rocks and shit down here. I could have died. I don't even know how much fucking... Oh, the other thing, there are like some flying enemies that you can't hit in melee, but since Waka throws a goddamn blitz ball, you can just hit them. He's like slower than Titus is, but he hits harder and he can hit long range stuff and he can put statuses on dudes. Yeah, you got like dark attack. Shit like that. Greetings, Miyuki Obama alum. Laughing Vin, if only. Wait, I didn't gain any XP for that? Is there anything down here? I don't think there is. I think we found Vin's son, Smelmert. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that tracks. Because... Well, it's hard to say, because you see Jecht across a very wide span of time in this game. Jecht, by... You know, by the time it's all over, is like a really solid dude. Jecht starts out as like kind of a foolish asshole, but you know, if you catch all the memory spheres, you know, you can see him, like he really grows and becomes, you know, there's a reason why Auron respects him so much. He mad betrayed. Oh, yes, with the fucking petrify ball. I mean, you're the one who equipped it to him. That wasn't his choice. Apparently, Titus Smelmert is Vin's son. Vin's disappointing son. Yeah. He's come back to avenge against fucking William Birkin for killing Vin Diesel in Resident Evil 2. Smelmert is Vin's legacy. These sure are all the same fish. Yeah, right now, early on, like, the battle system and stuff is gonna be fairly simple, but it gets rather intricate later on. What are you fucking laughing about? How are you laughing underwater? God, Waka's fucking huge.
You want me on your team, right?
No, I want you to tell me if I look in these fucking banana suspenders.
Tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there.
Why is everyone in a fucking suspender?
So huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on.
Sure thing.
You can't blame a man for his monster-induced confusion. That's why you attach ribbons to everybody.
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin
Put like null status on your armlet.
had in common. I wasn't too far
Or like
off
confuse
either.
proof, or whatever the hell it's called. Status proof. They aren't called a banana hammock. That's not what a banana hammock is. A banana hammock is a Speedo,
I started Blitz when I
because
was
it's a hammock
I joined
for your
Auron
banana.
10 years ago.
Gets better, they're stupider teammates, yeah.
Never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament,
No, there's some pretty great characters. Honestly, overall, like, Titus is fucking annoying, but by the end of it, he's not that bad. Yeah. I've never heard anyone refer to a set of overalls and or suspenders as a banana hammock.
New job, yeah? But every time my mind
Yeah.
I thought about
It's like, Auron's obviously the best. Auron's top tier.
10 years without a single
Auron's
win.
like the coolest fucking character in Final Fantasy, period. Auron's the
First
best.
match last year was my big chance.
I've warmed up to
Something
Yuna
else
a
was on my
lot.
mind. I couldn't focus.
When, you know,
Hey.
when you realize just like how much,
You want to win the next tournament.
especially knowing stuff that you don't know the first time you play through going into it, like how much shit is on her shoulders
I don't care how
and
you do.
how much bullshit she has to
As long as
go
we play our
through.
best.
She gets a raw fucking deal by the end of the
Give it our
game.
all. I can walk away happy.
No.
G-string Speedo, they're basically the same fucking thing. It doesn't matter. The point is, you can see the whole peen from the front.
Victory.
Thus, you can clearly see the banana struggling against said hammock. Yes, the schween, as some say. There's no peen command. Get out of here. Of course there's no peen. What would it be? What would the audio be? Would it just be going peen? He's wearing it underneath. Yeah, like he is kind of an entitled whiny brat, and like he clearly blames his dad for stuff that was probably more his mom's fault. And all the stuff you see about Jecht being a bad dad, like all the worst stuff you see Jecht do is basically from like Titus's. The big one is Titus has a fucking dream about Jecht making fun of him. We never actually see Jecht directly like making fun of Titus or anything like that. Like we basically learn he hates Jecht because when Jecht was around, his mom didn't pay attention to him and paid attention to Jecht instead. So again, I think that's more your mom than Jecht. The worst we ever see, from what I recall, Jecht do is when Titus is talking about, you know, being a great, when he's like a kid, talking about being a great blitzball player like his dad. Again, you know, Jecht is not the smartest tool in the shed either, especially a younger Jecht. And yeah, Jecht basically, like, I can kind of see what he was doing. He was trying to impress upon his kid, like, how great he was. And, because he basically says, ha, you know, you'll never be, you know, as great a blitzball player as I am. And you can tell, because right after Jecht does it, and he sees that Titus is dejected, Jecht, like, kind of, like, gets this look where he's like, oh, like, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, or that didn't really come out the way I meant it to, sort of thing. And, like, that's pretty much the worst. Who is Titus? I see only Smelmert. Fair. He's wearing it on underneath. One's a string. Yes, I know the difference between a Speedo and a G-string. My point is, it's the front that matters when we're talking about a banana hammock. They can both be banana hammocks, I don't care. Jecht is Titus is Smelmert's dad. Okay, but that's the thing. How many accomplishments did Titus even have by the time Jecht was gone? No, what age did he get onto the pro team? I don't even know how old Titus is here. Like 17? 19? I imagine like late teens to early 20s. Smelmert. He was 16 when he got onto the pro team? Okay, but how old is he now? Because if the answer is less than 26, then Jecht wasn't there. Jecht has been gone for 10 years. They say that right at the start of the game when you're running to the blitzball. When you're running to the blitzball tournament. There's like the radio broadcast announcer saying ago, like it was 10 years ago that Jecht disappeared. I was in a coffee shop running away from home and yada 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 when I heard the news. So if... And I don't think Titus is 26. Smelmert is 1016, obviously. Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, fuck, he's the Avatar. He's the Avatar. Yeah, you can see, there's the spelling. Oh, you can't see it, it's underneath my fucking face. Smelmert. So it was a year ago. So yeah, Jecht has no fucking clue that he made the pro team at 16, because he was gone when Titus was fucking 7. Is he going to... No. We have machines to do that for us.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Well, he has, like, superhuman breath-holding and swimming capabilities, as do all blitzball players, and maybe even all the people on Spira, potentially. So he can, like, waterbend himself through the water, I guess.
Lulu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Cruise of what?
What, you forgot that too?
I forgot everything.
Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
I also like the arc that the other characters go through, where like they slowly realize that it's like,
Come tournament time, I'll make sure.
because the sin toxin is only supposed to last for a little while, where they realize it's like Titus,
Crusaders, you can ask them yourself.
you know,
They
isn't
got a lot
fucking
of
around, and there's just like this whole conspiracy going on with the church, as well as the origins of sin and all this shit. And like as stuff unfolds, you realize like, yeah, when the characters realize like, I think Titus might be for legit. Smellmert. I like how you fucking spell it wrong every time you try to correct me. Smellmert.
Hey, village.
I should have just named him Titus because it's getting annoying to try to fucking call him Smellmert.
Over there later. Take a look
Okay,
around.
there's an item I can miss until almost the very end of the game if I don't get it here.
Let's see.
And I need to remember how to do that.
Crusaders Lodge is over yonder. Lulu
I have a
Affinity
single
is
brain
there.
cell, that's fair. Crusaders Lodge is over yonder.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Orin, top tier. Kimari's pretty cool,
Huh? What's up?
but he's almost too stoic and silent to actually be super
Remember the
cool.
prayer, right?
Lulu's great. I don't know any prayers.
Of course, I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
Here's where Jex truly loved Titus, but was incapable of showing it in a kind way. Though it doesn't show it in the game, Titus' mentions of the verbal abuse are acknowledged as accurate.
Go ahead, you try.
Again, I don't know. Orin guy. Yes, no, Orin's the best. Just period. He's not just the best in Kingdom Hearts 2. Orin's fucking cool.
Not bad.
Like I said, Orin's arguably the coolest fucking character in Final Fantasy, period.
Present yourself to the temple
Orin's
summoner.
sick.
Any
fucking love
blitzball
Orin.
player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
And it lasted 1,000 years and became part of a religious institution. Whack. No, Orin's pretty great in in Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. Oh. Sephiroth is fine. But I would still give it to Orin over Sephiroth. Especially, again, once you learn... Again, you see so much... Because this game is kind of about, like, two different generations of heroes. And Orin is from, like, the previous generation. And he's, like, the only one left. And he joins, like, the current generation sort of thing. And through the little memory spheres and stuff, you get to see bits, like, really important bits and chunks of the previous journey. And so seeing how Orin got to how he is here is really great. Orin is the dopest. He is the Broly? No. I don't think there is a Broly. He's cooler than Galuf. Galuf is very goofy. Which is fine, because Final Fantasy V is very goofy. He also shows up a lot later than Galuf does. Yeah, you don't get your whole party for quite a while. FF5 is the most lighthearted and comedic of the Final Fantasies, easily. But no, I've heard the sentiment that a game about fucking Jecht, Orin, and Braska would have been really cool. But I don't know how good it would have been coming after the fact, because like we already know how their whole story goes, basically. I played a bit of FF3. I remember it was hard. Seafaring is hard work. Good, smart. Are you the... What do you sell? What are your wares? I'll buy like 5 of these, I guess. Cool, see ya. And there's a part where there's a dog. Is I don't remember. I played Final Fantasy 3 like a decade ago. I don't remember it being funny. Fucking... Okay. I have to turn off the speed to manage this fucking camera angle. Hi. Are these treasures yours? You should stream... I've already done 5 and 6 on stream before. I've been thinking about doing 7. Since struck Besaid Village so many times, I lost count. After this house got hit, I guess the owner just let it be. Cool. I guess these are mine now. Potion! Yeah. 400 gil, that's not bad. Why do you hate 7? Why do you hate fun things? Jesus Christ, you have the worst opinions. I hate 7. I can understand not thinking that 7 is, like, the best one. But it's like, to hate 7 is like... Why? Why the fuck do you hate 7? 7's a ton of fun! 7 might be the, like, second most lighthearted and goofy one overall. There's a lot of goofitude. I don't think 7 is the best game. Like I said, I've actually warmed up a lot to 10. I've always thought it had the best gameplay and music. And I still think that's true. It was the characters and plot that I had troubles with, but like the older I get and the more I think about it, the more I think it was actually like really, really, really well done. There's somewhere where there's a fucking dog. I need to find this dog. Well, you don't have to say just gameplay-wise. Clunky how?
Go present yourself to the temple.
Fuck the draw system. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I've never really touched 8. No, there's somewhere there's supposed to be a dog. The dog digs up a thing, and then we talk to the dog, and the dog gives us a thing, and if I don't get the thing from the dog now, I won't get it till the end of the fucking game. Are you the dog? It's Val4's second overdrive. I think the dog appeared. Okay. Where's the save sphere? I'm gonna save, then we're gonna do the temple stuff. And then hopefully I'll have not fucked it up. There was a save sphere in the Crusader place. Magic charges infuriate you? I haven't really played 8. I've only heard things about 8, so I can't really comment on it much. Or at all. You'd rather buy them. Can I not nap here? Thought I could pet the cat. Or at least interact with the cat. Whatever. I probably can, I'm just going too fast. I'd like a nap! Fuse them or turn them into shit. Perfect. Yeah, that's definitely just... There's also like something way back here. That might be later when we return. Yeah, there are a number of early on places that get new treasures and stuff later once you get the airship. Alright. I want to make it classless because there were so many that you had to grind them all up. No. The dog is in a building when I have to interact with it. Six statues. I think that's Lady Unaleska, now that I'm looking at it. And would that be Braska? That's Braska right there under him.
Are you sure about that?
That's Lady Unaleska? Yeah, pretty sure. I don't remember if there's anybody I need to talk to. That sure is a statue of a man.
10 years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
So yeah, there's another good indication, because obviously he became High Summoner. When he became High Summoner, Jecht was out in the world. Which means Jecht had to have left at least 10 years ago.
Too close to Sin's toxin.
FF1 is like really basic and simple.
It was funny hearing myself make the same
I don't think it's amazing.
Over and over. Funny and a little sad.
The
Like-
summoners are practitioners of a sacred art.
Mana System one. Yeah, I've never played actual one. I've only ever played the Game Boy Advance remake.
Summoners who call forth entities of great power.
Yeah, original FF1 has a like spell slot system, the same way Dungeons and Dragons does.
They are the blessing of Yevon.
That's why the spells have levels.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of...
2 is rough.
Something like that.
Gameplay-wise, I think 2 might be the worst. They tried some new ideas that didn't work super well. The start... Yeah, I'll also say, I think the start of 2 is probably the worst part of 2. Many, many misses, yeah. And just the way the level up system in that game works is kind of counterintuitive, where it's like, when you take damage, that's how you... all your stats go up independently of each other based on how much they're used. Like, taking damage makes your max HP go up. Using... each spell has its own spell level. Shit like that. 4 is pretty good. I think I like the DS version of 4 the best. It's the hardest one. Because I think without difficulty, 4 does not have a lot to offer gameplay-wise. And, like, the Super Nintendo version is just, like, way too easy. Only sworn guardians may approach the cloister. There's a version of 4? Wait, which version is the version that's wretched? Well, 3 was the first one that actually did job stuff. You're right, there was a dog. So 5, I think, is pulling more from 3 than anything else. Yeah, no, 14's not really like any of the other Final Fantasies at all. Also dark to be a single hit instead of a wave. Wait, was that what they did in the DS version? Yeah, the job system originates in 3. No. 2 was kind of doing the exact opposite of a job system. Like, literally the opposite. Fight how you want. I disagree. It ended up being fight the... it kind of more ends up being fight in the most optimal way possible, which means all your characters end up just doing the same stuff and being good at the same things. You know, unless you really grind it out, you're not gonna get all the characters to be as proficient in all of the same classes in Final Fantasy V. You usually have to specialize at least somewhat. At least between, like, you know, magic versus physical stuff.
Sorry, man. No time. Take a nap.
You could dual wield shields in that game.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
Yeah, you could make Ferris a tank.
It's been nearly...
Yeah, but my point is, once you're doing that, it's like you're not going to make all 4 of the characters a thief, generally. Whereas in Final Fantasy II, you kind of like all end up being, like I said, you end up just all being good at the same things. Because that's the optimal way to play, if everyone can cover every base.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
I mean, like I said, you can, but I don't know that that's necessarily the best way to play. Maxed out everyone to do everything. Alright, well, congratulations. My point is it's way simpler, and I think you're more incentivized. Because there aren't these separate jobs that you have to level individually, you're like, I can level everyone's everything all the time at the same time in Final Fantasy II.
But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Wow, that's a terrible fucking message. Jeez. Yeah, I think Titus's mom is the real fucking problem. here in this relationship between the three of them. I recommend not trying to 100% Final Fantasy X. I say as I may very well be trying to 100% this just because if you didn't have to play Blitzball to get Wakka's ultimate weapon, then I'd just leave it in the trash. I would just leave it in the trash. And I mean, you don't need Wakka's ultimate weapon. It's just honestly probably faster. Too much. A lot. So wait, to 100%? That includes doing the fucking butterfly game and the lightning dodging, which both also suck nuts. Oh, and the chocobo racing, which isn't terrible, but it's also not great. And then, yeah, fighting all... This dog! You're the dog! Okay, so the dog is here. Probably all of it? See, Gao is my least favorite character in Final Fantasy VI. I really didn't like the way his mechanic worked at all. I understand that he's very powerful. But I just didn't like the way his character worked. He's the one I always leave behind. Because there are 13 characters in that game, and you can only bring 12 with you to the final tower. So Gao's the one who stays behind. I bring everyone else. I bring fucking Umaro. And Strago. I felt like 3 blue mages was just too many. You know, it's almost a quarter of the cast is blue mages in that game. And both Gao and Rum's mechanic is basically like a weird blue magic kind of mechanic. Strago's obviously the straight up blue mage, but yeah. They're all doing shit with monsters. Anyway, so the dog is here. Oh! And then you give, like, what is it, the Berserker ring or Berserker band to Mog, and then you just don't fucking control any of your characters. You just let them go apeshit. That's a thing you could do. Yeah, no. No thanks. Oh. Yeah. I never 100% in Tactics Advance because there's a... What's it called? The quest where you send out units from your party. There's one of those that requires a specific item to do, and you can only get that specific item. The quest to get that specific item is another one of those that you have to send one of your party members out for. And I'm not gonna do it. No. It only comes up twice. And if you don't do it, if you don't get that item, if you don't succeed, or you let it fall out after both those opportunities, you literally just can't fucking get that item, and you cannot 100% the game. I got as close to 100% as I could without that. Because, yeah, there's, like, the judge missions and shit that unlocks after you complete all the regular actual missions. And I never got there, because I could never complete... I had literally, like, 2 missions uncompleted. The one that gets you the item, and the one that needs the item. So I was just like, well... fuck me, I guess. Okay, I think we have to become a shit disturber real quick. I didn't play enough of the second one to know whether it sucked or not. But yeah, no, getting that far in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance took me like 110 hours or something. I think it was 90 hours. That's the longest it's ever taken me to beat a game. Not counting like MMOs and shit. It was 90 hours to get to the regular ending of that game.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
She did, man.
Apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
By getting to the end, a genius cat.
Beyond is where the apprentice
The same way you beat any other fucking game.
If the prayer is heard, The
You don't even have to 100% it to beat it. It's like the same way you beat any other fucking game.
So someone is in there somewhere.
I don't even understand how that's a question.
A day's already gone by.
You get to the end,
Is it
and then you've beat it until more happens, and then you beat that much,
Sometimes, yes.
and then they add more, and then you beat it. How? How are MMOs infinite? How are MMOs any more infinite than non-MMOs?
Hey, but what if something happens?
MMOs are arguably more finite than non-MMOs.
Our precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
It doesn't... Yeah, but you can add expansion packs and sequels and shit like that to... You know, the Doom Eternal has the 2 DLCs. I beat the game.
Maybe.
And then when more came out, I beat that.
Idea after all.
But no, okay, here's my point. MMOs are actually technically more finite. Because you can always just keep playing a game after you've beaten it. Even if it requires loading an earlier save. Other games are infinite. Yes, that's my point to Genius Cat. Doom Eternal is not an MMO. And yet you can beat it. Even though it still adds stuff. The same way that you can do with an MMO. You beat it, they add stuff. You beat it, they add stuff. You beat it, they add stuff. But my point is, you actually can't play an MMO infinitely. Because eventually, the fucking servers shut down, and you can't play the game anymore, period. I can just keep playing Final Fantasy X. I can keep playing Final Fantasy VII. You know, unless the fucking electrical grid stops working. What do you mean you never truly beat it? Yes, you did. What do you mean you never truly beat it? You beat it. You beat the game. When you fucking kill Ultima Weapon, and I don't even remember which fucking Ascian it was, La Habre or whatever the fuck, at the end of Final Fantasy XIV, go talk to the dog. We're not getting to the dog. What do you mean you could? What? Yes, you could, and you can, and I have, and you do. I'm literally describing to you the point at which you've beaten Final Fantasy XIV. And then they add more stuff, and then to have beaten it again, you beat the new stuff, and then it's beaten. Are you saying that it's not never permanently beaten because they keep adding stuff? Because again, I can already just add. Well, they're not gonna add stuff forever. Eventually, you'll play all of it. You'll beat it all. Matt is unfortunately right. Yeah, you can totally beat an MMO. It might take a lot more time and effort than a lot of other types of games, but you can absolutely beat an MMO. Genius Cat, I don't think you understand how much time some people have put into MMOs. No. No, trust me. Absolutely trust me. If I could have 100%ed Final Fantasy XIV by now. Between when I started playing it in like 2015 and now, I could have 100%ed it after every single expansion. I absolutely could have. It does not take your whole life. You just have to learn how to be efficient. I absolutely could have 100%ed Final Fantasy XIV. I still could. There's no game with so much fucking content that you can't 100% it. Outside of shit that, like, uses random seeds, it's like, you know, you're never gonna play every fucking seed in Minecraft or Slay the Spire. Beat WoW then talk to me. Can I beat Final Fantasy XIV instead? Why is that not on the table? Because I've done that and I could do it again. It would take me a fucking day to beat Final Fantasy XIV. Because the new expansion's not out, so I'd only have to catch up on a few patches worth of content. You have to slay boars in the forest for a month. Right, so each of these fucking... So these Cloisters of Trials, these are where we get our summons. They're also like a thing the summoners are supposed to pray at on their pilgrimage to help go destroy sin. And there's always a super secret item in each of them. And some of them are really good. Some of them are really good for, like, forever. And some of them are really good for a little while. I think the one in here is we get a really good staff for Yuna. And it always involves the destruction sphere. Yeah, the first couple aren't that hard. You just gotta remember what the fuck you're doing. And you gotta do shit in the right order to not fuck it up. Sphere-shaped recess. A sphere-shaped... So I think I take this out of the door? Yeah. I'm doing something every day. Somewhere like 90 days. Okay. I'm not talking about WoW, though. I don't give a fuck about WoW. Put the sphere in the thing. Beat WoW and Final Fantasy 14. No. That's not even... That's worth less than all of Slayer's. It's like... I don't have enough stuff for you to watch to make that worth it. That's a lot. Okay. Destructo... Seems pretty straightforward. Or not. Where the fuck else do I put this? In the door? Wait, isn't there a spot on the floor for a sphere or something? There's like a recess... Oh, wait. No, this is where I got it. This is where I took it. Can I put it back in the door? Fucking sick. Oh, isn't there... No, there's this up here. Yeah, that's where we got the glyph sphere. So we put the destruction sphere where we got the glyph sphere. It should explode a wall or something. Or not. Fuck me, I guess. Where the fuck do I put this rock? That's where we got the rock. I already put the rock here. Didn't do fucking anything. Ah! We're touching the symbols! Here we go. Now this is a Besaid sphere. This is going to open the way to the end. But if we go back and grab the destruction sphere, put it in there, that'll get us to Sneakrits. Yeah, no, that leads to the end. We don't want to do that because we don't get to come back in here. I'm pretty sure. Maybe you can? Yada, 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 yada. Yep, sliding block puzzle. Wait, I can't leave? Oh, I thought those words were preventing me from leaving. Okay, and now we take the explodey sphere. You also notice that spheres are like a thing in this game. It's all spheres. Even the world is called Spira, which is like a spiral. You can draw a spiral around a sphere if you wanted to. Probably give a FF14 stream a try. I enjoyed it a lot, but I doubt I'd like it in its current state. Just couldn't get into it. That's the case if expectations different than reality. Be like FF5. I mean, you can play around with the classes, but yeah, you don't have like the cross-class stuff. Alright, we got a magic stick. I like FF14, and I still like FF14. I mean, I tried streaming FF14 for a while. It's... The problem is there's so much fucking weight. The problem is the downtime. And if you don't have... Because I like to do the endgame content. I like to do the high-level raids and stuff like that. And if you don't have a dedicated group, then just trying to fucking queue up with randoms takes a long time, and it's just like a lot of frustration. I should probably turn off the speed if we're going to try to push this thing. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. FF14 is the only MMO I've ever been willing to pay money for.
Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
Why the fuck are you in here then? Yeah, exactly.
Me? I'm a guardian.
Oh. Well, why weren't you guarding her to begin with? You were too busy fucking napping and playing blitzball. Shitty fucking guardian you are. Some magician.
Whoa, ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardians in there now. One of them's got a
Praying about some shit, I don't know, John Cena or something, man.
Well, now that we
Oh. Well,
might as well go.
that is a bit of a deal breaker. Oh no, why did you have to type that fucking sequence of words into the chat?
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it?
No, it's
We were just worried. Yes, yes. FF14 Catboys is a thing. The fucking Titus outfit is specifically for FF14 Catboys. Like the Titus outfit you can get in-game.
Who are you?
He's some beach clown. Because the Catboy is how you can look the most like Titus. Yes. His outfit is fucking terrible. You'll never forget it. It stands out. I think it's one of those things where it's like... what's the name of the... I want to say it starts with a Y. The concept artist for fucking Final Fantasy. Like, his concept art is fucking wild. Why am I clowning? No. I'm talking right now. And I think it's more a matter of, like, they actually... This is the first game where they have the graphical fidelity to actually show you all the details and crazy shit about their outfit. You know, like in Final Fantasy 7 and shit. I mean, it's not as much in 8 and 9. But, like, you look at Final Fantasy 7 and 6 and all that shit, she is fucking covered in sweat.
I have become a summoner.
Good job. She was praying super fucking hard in there. She was praying up a sweat, which I've never seen somebody do. She was communing with the dead. Like it ain't no thing.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Yes. I'm doing alright, Tubbs Jerry. It hasn't been too bad. The birth of a summoner. Oh. Okay, but to be fair, you don't have to interact with them or even be on a server where they exist. Because, while I've heard lots about them, I've never encountered one. Can I not? Really? Alright, she's gonna show her shit. She's gonna show what she learned from praying. I do like that Waka just, like, manhandles Titus. Non-stop. Anyone who does physical violence to Titus, you know, gets a plus in my book. Except Seymour. Seymour's, like, the only fucking one who's worse than Titus. Fuck Seymour. God, I fucking hate Seymour. See, what we should do, Voidstar? We should just cosplay as fucking Homestuck characters. Or not cosplay, I mean, roleplay. In FF14. You'll be Eridan and I'll be Tamara and it'll be really fucking stupid. I don't know what class Eridan would be. There is a gunner now. Or there's like a machinist. Oh no, it's the gun sword. There's a gun blade guy, but then there's also the machinist who does gun things. We figured out Voidstar's day job. How would I get the gills? All of our interactions are really fun. Okay, that's also true. I summoned an elder thing. Aren't you proud of
I've never
me?
seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
Catboy prostitute on FF14. Yeah, that's how you made your money. Traded Gil for Cat. Oh, right, I can name these ones. Oh, what do we name Bird Up? Do we just name it Bird Up?
Bird up.
I was an edgy Lalafell. What do we name the bird? No, Bird Up's too fucking simple. What do we name the bird? Eric Andre? Ooh, that's a good suggestion. Name him Cheese. That's also a good suggestion. I'm gonna see if Eric Andre fits. Oh, I think it does if I don't put any spaces. Terminal montage. That's the fucking YouTube channel. Oh, wait, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Boyerb? Okay, Eric Andre doesn't fit. I could make it Eric Andy. Hold up. His name is Chesberber. I wanted to fit Cheese and Boyer in there, but I couldn't. Name him Default. Boyer was not bad. No, he'll be Chesberber.
I remember that night.
Can I has
For the
Chesberber?
first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed.
I grew my first
For
pube.
everyone. For me.
Good job. Good job, Smelmert. It was a revelatory evening.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy
He's just not very likable. He grows. He gets better. He's grading.
So don't mind him if he
But
says anything
in the
else.
end,
Come on, say hi.
you know, he's a good dude.
Hi guys.
I'm Smelmert,
So what's our
son of
goal?
Gelmert.
To do our best.
Fucking
Nope.
heir to the throne of Gondor.
Our new goal is
I am Isildur's heir.
to win every match.
Why are Titus's eyes so much lower quality than Waka's? What the
Bring
fuck?
Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
You guys fucking suck at chanting. They're all just kind of like show. There you go. Ah, have you noticed my heterochromia? Oh, this is where we get to stay away from the summoner line.
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner!
You're a bad man.
See, these people know what's up.
Yuna, be careful.
He's full of diseases. I heard he went into a space butthole.
I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help.
I'm Smelmert.
Huh?
You want to know why they call me Smelmert?
Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I almost fucking dehydrated myself from all the sweat prayer.
I saw that Aeon.
Get
thing.
better, check shot.
That's amazing.
Or, yeah, I guess you only get one opportunity to do that, right? Don't you? You could be the highest summoner. You want to get high with me sometime? I'm gonna summon my bird and use it to drop you from the sky.
Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
I have no idea what the fuck's happening at any point in time, so sure, why not?
Huh.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
Yeah, you fail if you don't unlock it. Yeah.
She's cute, yeah?
Oh, right, there's this whole thing. So there are a couple scenes where a specific character will go with you. There's like the Ski-Doo scene out in the Snowlands. And then there's the first person to jump off the airship with you when you go to fight Sin. And that's based on like, it's kind of similar to Final Fantasy VII where which one, like your different dialogue options will determine who goes on the date with you at the Golden Saucer. So we're aiming for Lulu. So we have to, she's not my type.
Cool.
And then we're cool.
What if she, like,
Bike
comes
scene.
on to me?
Can answer out a Sea-Doo? No.
Going to happen.
Yeah, affection/compatibility points. I think there's also something about like if you let them faint in battle, then they lose
Stay away
affection.
from the summoner. Stay away from the summoner.
I guess we better stay away from the summoner. Get to sleep early, brother. Yeah. Yeah, Lulu's pretty good. For a number of reasons. Lulu Brett. Wait, what is her actual last name? They do have last names in this game, don't they? No, I'm pretty sure the dog is after the nap. It's before we leave. And I'm pretty sure it's after the nap. I think I had to interact with the dog before. Yeah, this dream is the one I talk about. That, like, a lot of people cite as, like, Jecht being, you know, a bad father. But it's like, well, this is all in Titus's fucking head.
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Whoa. Also, I never even noticed this. She's got the same fucking ribbon thing that Kanaya does at the end of Murder Stuck after she fucking ties Eridan's scarf around her waist. It's like the same fucking waist into bow thing.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop drinking.
Get to start with Bahamut? Maybe. Yeah.
You with a woman?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking? She only wears that briefly.
Oh, what's the matter?
Lulu doesn't have a last name.
Gonna cry again? Cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
So I don't. There seems to be no indication in game that Jecht ever speaks like this to Titus.
You have to speak loudly.
No, that was a scarf, wasn't it?
That's the spirit.
You can do
Timari's last name is Hornless. No, he takes off his fucking... Are you sure? I could have sworn he takes off his scarf when he goes to fight Solix. Now I need to look this up. Hold up, I'm gonna wait for this cutscene.
He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu.
Takes off his cape, maybe.
You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Jane get Taxius.
He needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah. This cutscene right there kind of shows off why Lulu's popular.
No more. Enough, Waka.
Negative evasion, yeah. Well, underneath that dress, you'll notice it's like all belts. It's just like a mishmash of fucking belts, and you're like, what the fuck?
So, who's Chapu?
They're two of the reasons.
Chapu.
No, I think Lulu's legitimately a pretty cool character.
He's dead?
Oh yeah, this is another little plot point where, yeah, Waka's... Titus apparently looks just like Waka's younger brother, Chapu.
I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, After the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time. I know it kind of looks
Better dead than I'll bet. Oof. Oof. Thank you, Miyuki Obama alum.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out.
Yeah. Another thing that's really annoying, a lot of characters say you know a lot. Specifically, Waka and Riku say it a lot. What if Smelmer... No, it's not. Trust me, it's an even more confusing series of plot twists than that. Okay, hold the fuck up. I need to... Where's my big thing at Homestuck? The Andrew Hussey Mega Pack. Here we go. Gonna need to be able to capture this shit. I was reading a steep price for pie. Oh, it saved what I was reading last, and it was a steep price for pie. Oh god. Oh, that actually navigates to Homestuck.com. How do I need Kanaya return from the core. Hold up, let's see if we can show this real quick. We want window capture. Where the fuck is window capture? Display capture? No. Image? No. Window! There it is. Ugh! Okay, real quick. Oh, why does Control F not fucking work? Oh, there it is. Can I return to the core? It should be this page, right? Your home stuck it. We'll blitz through it as fast as possible. So this gets aired in here. Wait, how do I... Can't leave without telling your leader where you... Okay, fine, fuck. We're blitzing this shit. Fuck, I just did the same dialogue. Something about squirrels. Cancel. Oh wait, no, tell Karkat where you're going. Going to the core to get the fucking Matriarch Orb to make things happen because it's time. Okay, instead of being Karkat and doing all the dialogue, we're gonna try to leave. You forgot to take the Matriarch Orb with you, of course. Where the fuck is the Matriarch Orb? There it is. Okay, now we leave, except we don't. Oh, yeah, maybe it is his cape. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, no, his scarf's way bluer. I think you're right, I think it is his cape. Yep. No, he tosses his cape. He keeps his scarf on. Alright. Well, that mystery's been solved. Back to Final Fantasy X. No, you're right, it is his cape that she uses. Yeah, because it is solid purple. I almost made this mistake. I don't want to save here yet, just in case we accidentally missed the dog already. We'll save over slot 3. Okay. Well, yes, I'll agree. You know your Homestuck pretty well. Titus's Brotherhood is Chapu's sword. Yes. And you also know your Eridan specifically well.
Something I want to give you.
That's fair.
You're giving this to me?
Yeah.
It's made of water or some shit. I don't even understand how the fuck you make a sword like this.
That's the sword.
What if Chapu ate the chili? That's how he died.
Well, he never
Also, the sword, like the SORD sword in Homestuck, is modeled after Titus's ultimate weapon.
Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
Just curious, do you ever plan on playing RE8? Maybe.
Since then,
I don't plan on playing it. I don't plan on not playing it.
but she had the talent.
Chapu.
She became an apprentice. Now,
No, it's a cool looking sword.
She leaves as a summoner.
All of his swords have that little back hook. Well, maybe not all of them, but I know his first sword, this sword, and his last sword all have that little back hook in them. He has some cool words. Swords.
You really
He does have
don't
some
need
cool
all
swords.
that luggage.
He has some very lame words.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of walking through a lot of rough areas.
Okay, off we go.
One last prayer to the Temple of Besaid, where she's lived her whole life. I mean, not necessarily explicitly at the temple, but here. And I mean, this is a pretty nice place. I kind of want to do the post-endgame content, Jorky. The fighting penance and all that shit. So, hold up. So yeah, I think if I leave from here, I don't get to get this overdrive until way near the end of the game. And at that point, it's not even, like, very useful. It's basically, if I don't get it now, there's almost no point in getting it later. Somebody... I'm watching the store while Sis is off praying. Come back soon. You know, a funny thing happened. My dog dug something up yesterday. I wonder what it was. Here we go. Yeah, just leave it on the ground. Someone else will fucking take care of it. I hadn't thought about that, Jorky. I hadn't thought about using I don't really want to cheese it. Oh, hello. I could Zenmato penance. But that feels like it kind of removes the point. Zenmato is pay to win. It's not wrong. Is there a guild toss in this game? I don't remember. The game takes 5 ever. Yeah, kind of. Where is the dog? I must find the dog. What's... Oh! It's an Albed primer. Neat. Sacred... Yeah. I'm pretty sure the second one's just, like, universally better than the first one. The Overdrive. Ah, dog! He's got something in his mouth. Obtained something mangled and slobbery. Ches Berber has learned Overdrive. Energy Blast. Perfect. We got our dog stuff. No, I got it. No, I got it. I was pretty sure he was in a building. Or a tent. Yeah, fuck it. I got it. Easy peasy. No problem. Okay, and we're about to get our 5th party member. And then our 6th is going to be a while. And then our 7th is going to be a while after that. Alright, so if I'm on any of the fights where there's like dialogue and they're tutorializing stuff, even if I'm on ×4 speed, it doesn't actually play the dialogue, but it pauses basically for the time it would take for that dialogue to go through. Dingo, wait, me baby. Yes, he's talking here. You wipe that nose, Waka. It's all that sea-wa. This is where he's explaining, oh, he's high up, so he's gonna be really hard for you to hit, but I can just fucking bop him. You can't summon the Dark Aeons, right? Get Bahamut never... No, that's not true. No, I use lots of other summons. I think you're forgetting about Anima and the Magus Sisters and Yojimbo. I would argue that those 3 are all pretty concretely better than Bahamut. I think Bahamut's really good when you get him because he naturally comes with break damage limit. Yeah, Dark Aeons are the bosses. I don't think you get to summon them, though. It's a smelly jelly man! You need to use magic to kill it! Or you do baby damage, yeah? And that's where Lulu comes in. She's like, I have elemental magic. Watch me fucking turn this goo into gooier goo. It's got like a whole ass brain. Those are brain intestines on the inside. Yes, Yojimbo does cost money. He can also instantly kill anything in the game. Including, you know, as was said above, Penance, which is the ultimate super duper mega super boss of the game, which is like 60 times harder. I told you it was just a fuckload of belts than like anything else. Got good aim, Lulu has stuff for enemies. Yeah. Orin can fight enemies with armor. Yeah, they're explaining yada yada yada. Use magic, use elements. Enemies are weak to things. Like you can see, like her legs just like clean. There's nothing. It's just belts. Oh, you're just going over the tutorial. Well, I understand. It's like I played this game before. Here we go. What is the city weak to? Water flan. Therefore, will be weak. So this game uses 4 elements, and they basically counter each other. It's like water and fire are the opposites. Or no, sorry, fire and ice are the opposites, and water and lightning are the opposites. So this is a water flan, so we want to fucking bust them with thunder. 361 damage, pretty good. Quite possibly Tub-Zuri. Quite possibly. I've done it before. Earth and Wind, gone forever. That's not true. Earth and Wind were never, like, primary elements in the game, in Final Fantasy games. Usually having access to Earth and Wind magic was a considerably strong point because of how relatively rare it was. Holy and Dark, not real elements. It's true. Same with, like, Gravity. Yeah, no, Gravity's never been an element. Yeah, there's a Wind Crystal in Final Fantasy 1, but there's not, like, wind magic. You know, you've got Thunder, Fire, and Blizzard. Those are the 3 classics.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Yeah, it's got the 4 classical elements.
You ready?
Whereas this game has no earth and instead has ice as well as water.
What's going on?
That's fair. Yeah, water was not generally a common element either.
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip.
That's a
Chappu didn't
one hell of a statue. You guys gonna fix it? It looks fucking broken. He didn't pray the day he left for the boat. So I think if I pray that, like, gives me points with Waka, but maybe also Lulu and Yuna. I don't remember. You got a weird looking penis if you think that looks like the penis, Voidstar. I can't... What Final Fantasy has Gravity as a spell? It's just Gravity. Don't pray for Lulu? Well, fuck. I did a prayer. It's too late.
This isn't the...
Does this go back where I came? Okay, so the other way, that leads down to the beach where we started. I think, that middle path. Alright. Everyone's favorite 7-foot-tall furry. Incoming. And Tasha's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, the look on his face is just like, holy shit. We haven't learned how to render fur yet, so it's just a flat texture. Restart. I'm gonna beat the piss out of you, furry man! Yeah, I can do that too. I'm gonna have to slow it down for this. Try this shit! Get fucked. Tiny child strong. But yeah, you see how, like, you know, Kimari's like half a head taller than Waka is, and Waka's a pretty big guy.
Kimari
He was just testing you.
of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
Had to pick up a sword about a week ago. Not gonna rock you.
Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Not even a week ago. It was like a day.
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Yeah, a day or two, maybe. Correct, like 3 AP. And a cactus. Oh yeah, I should equip Yuna with her Mega Staff that we got from the thing. Cactar scope. I'll take it. And yeah, the models on their weapons like actually changes in battle, which is always nice. So like Lulu's got weird voodoo dolls that she fights with, though you don't see them used much because, well, they do an animation when you cast a spell. They do the same animation she does. There are 2 save spheres here for reasons. Maybe that's not a save sphere. I don't know. You can get up to the higher portion later. This is like an Albed thingy. Kalika and Bicanel. Something at something. Oh, we're gonna go down Riku's route to get access to Sealing early. I know you can... There's a way to go down Lulu's route to, like, make him, like, completely fucking jacked. If I recall. Oh, he's still not here. Because your Lancet is based off of your magic stat. And yeah, you can, like, send him down Lulu's route, get to Flare early. And also make Lancet do a bajillion damage. So I might pop over, grab Steel, and then... Because where the fuck would he be? Where's the middle? Where's Ultima? Right there. Yeah, he starts like here. Yeah, he starts in this area. I think Riku's stuff is this way? Where's Steel? Yeah, there's Steel right there. So we could come down here. It only takes what? A single level 1? There's level 2s over here, but that's only if you want to get at Pilfer Gill. So it takes 2 level 1s, and then you can get at Steel and Use. And then we can go back. Then I think we need to go this way. That's where Waka... No, here's Lulu. No. Right, you go through Waka to shortcut Lulu. Because Lulu and Waka's lead right into each other. You, like, go backwards through Waka's. Through this level 2. Where's Flare? Or maybe you go forwards through Waka's. Now, where's Flare? No, that's Drain. Where is Flare? There's Flare. Yeah. So you go backwards through Waka's. Pop a level 2 right here. And that gets you like 2/3 of the way through Lulu's sphere grid. You know, you miss out on like the earlier elemental spells. But you cut past all that crap. You get the 3rd level spell. You know, Kimahri just becomes a better caster than Lulu does fairly early. And then you blitz all the way to Flare, and you've got so much extra magic power that, yeah, your Lancet does a lot of damage too. I mean, realistically speaking, we could, like, wait on Titus, like, bust a level 3 and have him go backwards, but fuck it. We'll have Titus go forwards. Regular ways. Learn some moves. Cheer's always a good one. Some defense and some offense. Perfect. Okay. Woo, excuse me. What are we talking about? He technically learned how 1,000 years. No, that's also not true, Pepechoy. That's also not true. Titus is not old, unless you're counting the real person he might be a dream of. I was trying not to spoil too much stuff. FF5, FF6, 7, and spin-offs. No. That's not what I asked. I'm asking which fucking Final Fantasy calls the first gravity spell Gravy. Because I've never played... They all just call it Gravity. You typed Gravy. G-R-A-V-I. As if that was what the fucking spell was called. I know there's gravity magic. It's usually gravity. When's the first? It's off of some boss. Is it the Spheromorph? The thing you fight in the fucking Makalani Woods? That might be where you get your first level 2. That's either the level 2 or the level 3. Oh, you're right. They do call it Demi. So what the fuck are we talking about? Who gives a fuck? I'm leaving. Activate go mode. Meow. Gravity just seemed... I think gravity's the name of the materia that lets you cast Demi in 7. Spheromorph. Yeah, because you can overkill it, and I think you can steal from it. Right, this is him talking about flying enemies again, and it's like, my magic spells can also hit flying enemies. Yeehaw, switching members during battle. Right, so they want you to swap. So you don't lose a turn or anything. Gravity started in 5 from swapping party members. So you can actually cycle, you can get every single party member in every single fight if you want to, and that's actually optimal. Alright, we're learning about how summons. Alright, time to summon Chesberber. Alright. We'll do the full summoning animation for this bad boy. Well, no, we won't be saying goodbye until to Kimahri. Like I said, I intend to probably use every character in every fight. Because they're all used. Man, this game did such a good fucking job. Like I said, I think it has the best battle system and the best bosses gameplay-wise out of all the Final Fantasies. Like, by like a reasonably wide margin. They do a lot of cool different things. Like, the battle system's fucking solid. The leveling, the different characters. Like, it all really works really fucking tight. The way the turn system works, that you can manipulate when enemies' turns happen and shit like that. What are you weak to? No idea. I don't have sensor. Inflicts darkness. Fuck that. So, like, you can see here, attack does more damage, but Sonic Wings actually delays the enemies. And, you know, Titus gets access. He's the fast boy who gets access to your hastes and slows and delay buster and a bunch of things that can manipulate when people take turns. So yeah, you can see that doesn't quite push his first turn down, and there is a limit on like how far down you can push turns, but you can see it affects like these later turns. So you can kind of get into situations where you're just like permanently fucking delaying them. You know, I can Sonic Wings again. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely a difference in balance between the regular game and then once you get to post-game. Once you get to post-game, Lulu falls off really hard. I mean, she already starts falling off before then. I think magic is fine. I think it's just that certain things are just crazily overtuned. Like Wakka's overdrive, and Mix is always good. Mix is always a top tier ability in like every Final Fantasy it's in, because it just gives you access to unique stuff. The thing is, you just have to know how the mix works, and you have to be able to farm, you know, the difficult rare enemies to get some of the more like higher quality mix materials. So it's like you have to put extra work into it, but then what you get out of it is you go apeshit. It's like same with like, you know, if you want to use Yojimbo to fucking no-sell the whole game, you have to put a lot of time and money into him. Anyway, let's just keep blasting him with Sonic Boom. That's literally the fucking Guile's Sonic Boom motion, but with wings. Sonic Boom. You go, Chesberber. Sonic Boom. Though some people could go over 255 only in certain stats. Yeah. Sonic Boom. This is what happens when you're just like Fei Long stuck in a fucking corner against Guile. You just like can't get through the Sonic Booms. I was trying to think of another character. I mean, obviously you can always jump over them. I was trying to think of a character that didn't have... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, he knows Sonic Boom. Fuck me, I've met my match. but also die. And just a bop to finish him off. Bop. Get wrecked. So yeah, each of the summons has their own overdrive, and Yuno's overdrive is literally just summoning one of your summons. Right, so this is the first time I tried to play through and beat this game. I had to quit partway through, because you'll notice only Yuna gained XP, because she's the only one that actually took an action during that fight. I just trashed the shit out of the early game, exclusively using Yuna's summons. And then there's a part way later in the game where your party gets separated, and you have to use Titus, Wakka, and Riku. Whereas my party throughout the whole game had been Yuna, Auron, and Lulu. So Auron and Lulu had some levels, but most of it was just all stacked onto Yuna. So I was playing 3 characters that I didn't use the whole fucking game in a way later area of the game. And I literally couldn't progress. Like, I couldn't beat the fucking monsters. It was big dog trash. It sucked. It's when Seymour throws you into the fucking waterway. Yeah. Get self-lock in a fight using Aeon? What do you mean? Soft lock? Do you mean soft lock? I don't remember what they're explaining here. Some shit. Oh, they're probably explaining, like, Aeon overdrives? Oh, no, they're explaining, you can blind this idiot because he just does physical stuff. See? I don't know, blast him with fire, I guess. I don't think he's weak to anything. How do you... Okay, we'll make sure smell mert. Here, we'll cheer. Cheer is a 20% increase to, like, physical damage and physical defense. I don't think it raises, like, your actual, like, strength and vigor stats and all that. I think it's just, like, another numeric buff on top of that. So, obviously, so you can do it up to 5 times to get a full 100%. That's true of all the other... That's, like, Lulu has focus, which raises magic and magic defense. So in some fights, you can have, if you play it right, you can like set up like a huge shitload of buffs, but it only affects the characters that are in the party. But it keeps affecting them even if they leave and come back. But if they die, they have to get their buffs put back on. Why is it Rip Math? Oh, from the story I mentioned earlier. Yeah. So everyone's had a turn except for Yuna, so we'll swap Yuna back in. You can also use this as a way to kind of like cheese in turns for certain characters at certain times. It's like if you know, like let's say, wow, that zooms really fast. Is there a way to do that slower? Like let's say I know that Yuna's like faster than Wakka, so like I swap in Yuna earlier in order to make sure that she gets her turn before the monster's second turn, because say the monster's doing a countdown or something. I can then guarantee that, like, Wakka gets his turn right in there, because I can just swap them out when it's her turn. And, like, let's assume in this scenario that I need Titus and Lulu around for some reason. Anyway, everyone else has had a thing. Ches Berber! Okay, yeah, we'll do the big overdrive as well. So you can shorten these animations in the options, which we will do. The first time you do each of them, though, I'm pretty sure it plays the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna take a schmick from the Birdo. I didn't delay him enough, but that's also gonna fill up our overdrive. And actually, I was gonna say, yeah, he's probably gonna miss. So we can use Energy Blast or Energy Ray. Energy Ray is the default one. Energy Blast is the one that we got from the dog, and it's just more powerful, so we're gonna use that one. See you later, idiot. With the overdrives of all the characters, there's usually some kind of like mini game or input thing you have to do. Not true for any of the summons. They just do their thing. And some of these overdrives get pretty nuts. So yeah, when you summon, yeah, it basically like replaces your party for a while. It's not like a one and done. You know, like they are in other Final Fantasy games. Anyway, back to fast mode. Activate the fast. Okay, so like this is a good example. It's like the dog is fast, so we know that like Titus goes before the dog, and so having Titus kill the dog would be a good idea. But like the bird flies, so Wakka would be ideal for that, and the Flan as elemental resistances. So what I'm actually gonna do is, since Yuna actually doesn't have anything crazy useful, once Yuna gets prey, it's a lot easier to like just have her do something useful in a fight. Like I could have her attack, but she does tiny baby no damage. Is there not a defend? Ah, fuck it. Hit the dog. Yeah, she missed the dog. Right, Titus also has higher accuracy, I think. Or no, Waka's the accuracy big boy. Resistant to magic. Are you sure? Yeah, get fucked. When you overkill an enemy, not only does it increase how much XP you get, but it also increases the item drops. Oh, triangle button. Triangle button. That's a good button. What were you? Water? You're a water flan? Yeah. So the reason we can see all of its stats is because Yuna has a staff with sensor on it. Actually, I think so does Lulu. Do you have to be using the character that has sensor to get sensor? I don't think so. I think if just one person in the party has it, then you can always see. I'm just fucking around with making Lulu, like, she can make her head look all over the place. Anyway, zap him. Okay, so she already went. Wonka comes out. Bonk him. Easy peasy. Good job, Wonka. So yeah, you level in this game like way more incrementally. Like instead of gaining a level and then gaining a bunch of stuff, each level literally just moves you one spot around the sphere grid, and then you can put points into anything that's immediately, that either is in the space you're on or immediately adjacent to you. This is the international version, so I think you've got all the extracts, which is going to be good because extractability becomes really important later. So yeah, I'm not gonna like go in and like micromanage every single sphere level, because you gain sphere levels pretty quick in this game because it just takes you so long to, you know, go all the way around the board and actually get like a whole like level of worth of stats. Yeah, the sphere grid doesn't really start opening up until pretty close to the end of the game, where you have access to the key spheres that let you unlock and go to different areas and like start mixing and matching different characters' abilities. Is there... I don't think there's anything here, right? Oh, there is. Antidote ×2. Alright, see you later! Oh, wow. Oh. Why is it playing the cutscene fast? That's very strange. It normally doesn't do this. Oh! So everybody... Hey, that kid has no eyes. Alright, I'm tired of his crying noise already. Do the prayer. Sail away, baby. I don't think you need to automatically fill in spheres as you go around. He's crying, his eyes are shut. I don't know. Sounds fake. You don't even get to see like a proper world map until you get the airship. I will say this game is more linear than most Final Fantasy games tend to be. But not by like a ton. Better say before Jack Shot. You're right. I don't remember exactly when it takes place. Like, Titus is such an asshole. This guy's like trying to use his binoculars. Titus fucking jumps on his shoulders and is like, hey, give me these! And it's like... Titus, what the fuck? You can't just go up and take people's things. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be 15 feet away from you, scoping out your cleavage with fucking binoculars. Titus has no tact. He is a tactless fucking gremlin. Looking at girls with binoculars. No one will find this creepy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice that Yuna had heterochromia until it was fucking pointed out to me, like years after the fact. And now looking at it's so fucking obvious. Even just this early on, there's so many shots where it's like she's looking directly at the fucking camera, and you can see, yeah, she has a green eye and a blue eye. Okay, that ball. I think if I interact with that ball, it's Jack Shot time, right? Looks like he apparently can. Yeah, I guess. Right, we gotta make sure to get the Jack Shot. Right, I have to give this guy like 10,000 gil before a certain point.
Yeah. Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. Oh, me name's not Awaka.
I was not that enthralled the first time I played this game, not gonna lie.
Like you got much money either.
She has main character syndrome. She kind of does.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka, the 20.
To be fair, she almost is the protagonist. Like, the story is a lot more kind of about Yuna than Titus.
Well, not many do. Not yet.
Titus was just kind of like thrown into the mix. Yes. Riku with her fucking spiral eyes.
But someday, the name Awaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
Because there's so much shit in this game that needs to be explained that you kind of need a fish out of water character so that it makes sense to have someone to explain it to. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of exposition directly at the fucking audience. Because that was my question for a long time, too. It's like, why the fuck is... you call him Smelbert. You know, why the fuck is Titus even here? Like, it's very, very much Yuna's story. And it's like, what? To explain the Albed, the Crusader... like, there's a ton of fucking history just going into this game from the get-go. And it's like, without Titus, the characters would have no reason to go into detail about. No, that's a terrible fucking idea. Having Titus is a much better idea. It works out way better in the end. Don't give a fucking glossary. That's a fucking terrible idea. That's like the worst way to try to present your fucking lore and story. The fish out of water character is a trope, but like it's a trope because it works. Yeah, yeah. Titus' stuff is mostly involved with, like, he's tangentially involved. Like, if not for the fact that he literally just, like, showed up and started bumming around with the people who were actually involved. Yeah, the connection to Yuna through Braska through Jecht. And yeah, the whole thing with Xanarkand. It ties him in a bit more. Yeah, glossary equals hell no. How much do I have to give him? Is it 10,000 eventually, or is it 1,000? Hold up, let me look this up. Fuck. Owaka, Final Fantasy X. Yeah, if you give him a bunch of money by a certain point, he gives you like crazy discount because you keep meeting him, and his inventory keeps getting better and better. In terms of price in his shops, being a traveling merchant. If you give him none, if you give him 0 to 100, all items and weapons get a 100% increase in prices. 101 to 1,000 is a 50% increase. 1,001 to 10,000 is a 20% increase, and 10,001 gets you a 30% discount. The last chance for the player to give money to Owaka is on the Mihan Old Road. Once the player enters the Mushroom Rocky Road, they will never be able to... Okay, so we got a while. So I don't actually need to give him any money yet. I'll give him money when I got more money to give. Okay, I guess I accidentally put in 100. That's fine.
I guess it pays to ask. Fine seed money for the
Owaka Merchant Empire. Oh, I can't actually buy anything from him yet. Bummer. Okay, we gotta save. If Cloud can have makeup poisoning, Titus can have Sin's toxin. I don't like 7 either. Titus is involved in the story. Titus is way more... sorry, not Titus. I was gonna say, yeah, Cloud is way more involved. Like, in that game, that's very clearly Cloud's story. The closest, because of Sephiroth's heavy involvement. Before that, it's kind of Barrett's story, when it's all about Avalanche and Shinra. And Cloud is kind of along for the ride. And then Sephiroth comes in, and then it's like, you know, you do a 90-degree fucking turn in what the whole plot's about. I find them okay, but only when done properly. Not used as starting event. Like how FF9 did it best, where the main character legitimately doesn't fucking know because they were yeeted out at birth. How does every single character have amnesia and don't remember? That's my point. If there's like a most important character in this game, it's Yuna. It is one of those things where it's like, the story, you know, the story would not go as it did without Titus. Titus is definitely a big influence. Where's the... Is this a suitcase where I can get 10 potions out of it? You just kick all the fucking treasure out of some poor sucker's luggage. I think there's 10. No, apparently it's 6. Yeah, I mean, they go back and forth. It's like, Final Fantasy VI almost doesn't have a main character. Like, it's kind of Terra, but it's also kind of Locke, and it's also kind of Celes. It's like Terra's like maybe 5% more a main character than either Celes or Locke. Or the fucking Figaro brothers, for that matter. Yeah, the main for the sequel. Causes you to pass a dead body later because he didn't have a potion to heal himself. To be fair, though, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the Final Fantasies, they've got their peculiarities, but they have a fairly... They pull a lot from, like, a fairly standard stock medieval fantasy world. Whereas Final Fantasy X has... Well, it's kind of the same reason why I talk about why Homestuck has, like, such a long fucking starting part. It's because... there are a lot of fucking things about that world that are not pulled from assumptions from other sorts of settings that kind of have to be explained, and they do it in a very different in a very different way, where it's a lot of showing, not telling. But like with the whole the Specibus system, you know, and the fucking, why can't I think, the fucking fetch modus and all that shit. Kefka's the main character. Kefka's the main character of his story, but it doesn't end well for him. Yeah, and it's kind of the same with Final Fantasy X. There's like a lot of very specific peculiarities of Final Fantasy X. It's not really just like a basic medieval fantasy world. And so you kind of need to have some way of conveying all that information. Power room. Open it and just steal them. You just keep kicking it. Well, you don't want to look like you're stealing stuff. You just want to look like you're kicking stuff.
What is this place?
Yeah, the boats are chocobo powered.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Xanarkand.
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
I don't think there's anything in here. Except, can we get bird noise? Hold up, hold up. Can we get bird noise?
Bird up.
Perfect. Alright. That's all we needed to do. I will say the chocobo racing in Final Fantasy XIV is probably better than the chocobo racing in this game. And that's the chocobo racing, or in FF14. I mean, in FF7. I've actually never done the chocobo race in FF14. And that's not exactly high praise. The chocobo racing in 7 is like fine. It's the breeding that sucks. Yeah, give me those binos. No way, remember what you did last time? Aw, I'm gonna jump on your back and beat you up and call you a smellmert. No one likes being called a smellmert, especially not me.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord
The racing was whatever.
Braska's
It was cool, like, once.
Don't say.
It's like racing the chows in the fucking Chow Garden. In fucking Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It's just like... it doesn't really work. But it's fine, like, once. If anyone can defeat it, Himari just shakes his fucking head. Shrugs his shoulder. Oh! Wait, I've never tried this. I never tried to just keep talking to Kimahri over and over. He just fucking pushes you. Some really sucked. Okay, no, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is not a very good game. It has like 3 parts that are pretty fucking cool, and then the rest is like mediocre to not very bad. Yeah, some were fun maybe once. I like the snow. I like the motorcycle, actually. The motorcycle stuff was... I really like that. You've never played a Sonic game?
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
I wouldn't play any Sonic games past Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago.
Sonic 1 has some issues. It's a bit on the slow side. And like Sonic 2, Sonic CD, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, those are all pretty good. I'd put my money on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Lulu behind pillar.
A bit lacking in the
I have not been paying attention to what they're talking about in this. Oh, I gotta talk to Lulu.
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep
to get the Lulu Affinity or whatever. Lulu! Lulu!
I don't know who you are or where you came from. If you interfere with Yuna's pilgrimage, we won't take it lightly. I don't know who...
Okay. Honestly, if I were to compare Lulu to a Homestuck character, it would probably be Kanaya, actually. And that she's just tends to be like a very relatively like calm and taciturn. Obviously, she doesn't have like the thing for fashion or vampires. Yeah. We gotta do the Lulu Affinity. Yes, exactly. We're gonna have to do Jekt shot soon, aren't we? We have to purge the memories of our father in order to use his fucking basketball move. Or whatever the fuck. Yuna's outfit too, like she has sleeves. But like not the rest.
It's nice.
She's got like a wrap thing going up around her torso, and then the sleeves are just like tightened on with ribbons. The fuck are you two laughing at? Yeah, well they are sleeves. It's like instead of a sleeveless shirt, she has a shirtless sleeve. She has shirtless sleeves. All I have are these fingerless gloves, and all I have are these gloveless fingers.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You...
Oh, right, this whole thing, like... Yeah, well, they explain it here why Yuna's so much more interested in Titus, and why she kind of believes him that he came from Xanarkin. Normally, yes, these are abnormal sleeves.
I believe you. Huh? I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jekt told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jekt. My father. His name is Jekt.
Amazing!
Right, she also thinks Jekt is like this great man because he was the guardian to her father.
A meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
It could be a different Jekt.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
How many people are named Jekt?
Why not?
Like, one, I guess.
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back.
Yevon is basically the holy figure of the religion of Spira.
Why, that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
But...
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left.
Him getting drunk and punching the shoe puff. That's so fucking good. Him getting drunk and punching the shoe puff.
Yeah, but how would he get here?
Well, how did you get here? Well, that's what she's gonna say.
You're here? Are you not?
She got you there, bro. She got you there. How the fuck are you here? I went into a space butthole. It was weird. It was like the ending of Evolution, except I didn't have a fire truck full of fucking Head and Shoulders. It was about as erotic. Which is to say, not at all. Jack teleported him. I think he literally just carried him. A sputthole? Ew. Video game? Well, that was strange. It just all became green for some fucking reason. I've seen this cutscene before on this version of Final Fantasy X, the Steam version of Final Fantasy X. That's never happened. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta
Also, your crossbow is fucking backwards, my dude. Your fucking ballista isn't built right.
Wait! Oh boy!
Yeah, that's... What the fuck is with this green? What the fuck? What is happening? Why is my game green? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, we're not on. I know it's green again. I can fucking see it. It's green on my screen. It's not just green for you. I see nothing but a big fucking green screen and a little ×4 in the top left corner. The game green game. Don't make me come over there for that terrible fucking... I don't understand. I've watched this, I've gone through this cutscene on stream before, and that didn't happen. Hold up. Green during cinematics. Here we go. Kodak. All cinematic cutscenes are just a green screen. Okay, this is person's having a way worse. I run an NVIDIA GeForce. Yada yada yada. Manage 3D settings. Change power management mode to prefer maximum performance. I gotta open up the NVIDIA fucking interface. No, I don't want a new package launcher. Give me the control panel. But I modded nothing. I don't need to mod the game to cheat. The PC version comes with cheats built in that you can use. Manage 3D settings. Power management. Right now it's set to optimal power. Maximum performance. Apply. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Are we good? Wow, this thing is like laggy as fuck. Thank you very much, Void Star. Okay. Hopefully that just stops problems from happening in the future. Yeah, I know. I can't do the XP farm because I don't have haste. I didn't farm for haste. It doesn't matter. Like, it's really easy to farm XP in this game because of ×4 speed, and you can increase the encounter rate. I'm not hacking the game live. Yeah, fucking cheer, I guess. Right, aren't we supposed to hit the fin in the back? You can defend. Here, suck some energy out of these boys. Whoa! Okay, you already cheered. So you get the fuck out of here. So we need to hit that. Yes. Are you gonna call me a bitch, Void Star? Is that what's about to happen? Okay, Lulu has to go It's probably not the best idea to use fire against a water monster. Okay, everyone's gone. Yuna. Summon Chesberber. This is still a pretty good way to win fights. Oh, I didn't set it to short mode. Oh, I can delay the boss. Sure. And wings start to flicker, yada yada yada. So all these little things, they're called Sin Spawn. So, Sin, like, can fleck off pieces of itself that become sentient monsters and shit. Yeah, Sin Scale. It's basically a living scale of Sin. I don't have any AoE moves yet. I'm just delaying the boss. He'll just keep summoning more Sin Scales. So you pretty much gotta... So what you can do is, if you have haste with Titus, you can haste everyone on your team, and you can basically keep killing the little Sin Scales as they spawn, and they will never get a turn. Yeah, but Overdrive... Notice I have a bar underneath where it says Cheeseburger. That's the Overdrive bar. I have to let that fill. For summons, it fills when they take damage or deal damage. They kind of like limit break in Final Fantasy VII. For the characters themselves, you have to set what kind of overdrive mode they have. By default, they all gain overdrive when they take damage, but later you can get it so that they'll gain overdrive when other allies take damage, or when they deal damage, or like when they dodge attacks and shit like that. It's filled now, but it wasn't a turn ago when you told me to use an AoE move. It literally just filled. Yeah, it turns orange when it's filled. Energy pressed! Oh, I can either hit those or this. I mean, if Veilfor dies, it doesn't matter. You can't really heal your summons outside of... When you touch a save point, it's kind of like going to an inn. It, like, heals up all your stuff. There aren't any, like, tents and stuff in this game. So that'll also heal and fully revive your summons. So again, the fight ends... Like I said, you can farm this fight for a ton of XP if you have haste on Titus, but I didn't put haste on Titus because I don't care. I can farm XP off stream a lot more, well, about as easily. There we go. 1,518 damage. Overkilled him. And I made sure everyone acted, so everyone's getting XP. So overkill means bonus XP. And on top of that, there are certain items that enemies only drop when you overkill them. So yeah, you don't get to see all of Sin until very near the end of the game. You only get to see pieces of him. Sin is fucking huge. I've said it for years now, but Sin would make a sick fucking, like, 3-tier raid in Final Fantasy XIV. Because there's so much of them. Exactly what Sin is kind of complicated. For now, yes, we'll say he's some kind of apocalypse whale. Sin is the one that has the space butthole. Sin's butthole is the space butthole that transported us from Xanarkin to Spira. Because at the start of the game, Sin attacks Xanarkin. It is whale-like. Yes, it is. It's shaped more like a whale than anything else. I'll put it that way. It's a whack-ass looking whale. No, it's more whale than shark. Well, I've told you. I guess it's just stream delay now. He just tosses a fucking phoenix down. Good thing I can stay underwater for fucking ever, because that's just a thing that people can do in Spira. Magic ball? No, his ball's just... That's what he uses to fight with. Some friendly dolphins, man! Oh, that's not friendly at all. This is just like another piece of Sin that fell off. So yeah, there are underwater parts, and it's not everyone in Spirit. It's only Wakka, Titus, and Riku that can, like, hold their breath forever underwater. Because Riku's like an underwater pirate. And Wakka and Titus are blitzball players. This guy continually makes more tiny idiots. Yeah. I think Cheer is the best option. Again, it increases our attacking defense by 20% and stacks 5 times. I'm gonna Dark Attack. Yeah, Sin Spawn Achilles. So that'll affect him for 3 turns, specifically. We're going to cheer again. Oh yeah, so those fish only attack once and then they leave, but then more fish come. So again, it's like the last fight. It's not really worth your time to concentrate on the fish. You can't dark attack when he's already darked, and I don't have any other abilities because we're still baby early game. Cheer again. That's 3. Nope, can't drain me, bitch. Cheer again for 4. So our defense and offense are both. So his next attack, he'll get rid of the dark. You can see the big black cloud, like up where his eye is, I guess. Blender! Yeah, I don't think he can miss that one. That's like a big AoE. This is cheer number 5. That didn't even do a ton of damage, because again, I was stacked with like 80% extra defense. Alright, now we just like beat the shit out of him. He summons more fish. Rain touch misses. Waka will need to heal eventually. I don't have sensor. Okay, I should be fine. There we go. Woo! That was a crit too. Get wrecked. Squid jellyfish. Fucking. What's the name of the boss of Jabba Jabba's belly in Ocarina of Time? Baronade? Yeah, I think it's Baronade. Fuck off. Baronade looking motherfucker. And everyone gets experience for all of it. Yeah, it's like a 2-part boss fight, I guess. And we get some drops. Probably because we overkilled him. So this is the wreckage from Sin getting too close to Kilika. So that whole fight was us trying to distract Sin so he didn't get too close to Kilika and destroy it. And well... that lady's face didn't fucking change as she looked up. She was like still smiling as she fucking looked up at this fucking wave of, you know, death coming. So yeah, and this is to reinforce why, you know, we're trying to defeat Sin. It's because Sin sucks mega fucking nuts. Like I said, he's basically an apocalypse whale. Anywhere he goes gets fucking wrecked. I mean, it doesn't help that these guys live in, like, wood huts. Yeah. Sin big. Sin real big. Well, second town on our journey, immediately destroyed.
When
Fucking
Sin
magical.
attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira.
Up!
I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
Where's all the stuff going?
I will
up?
Defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
Sin does like weird gravity shit.
I was just fooling myself.
So it goes up
Maybe
until
it
it
was
doesn't.
that day.
Just like everything else that goes up.
Under the burning sun.
Probably falls when he leaves. Or it just gets carried with him. And then just gets washed out in all of the fucking ocean.
Foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Quite likely, my dude. You almost drowned. Well, it goes to Xanarkand at the start of the game. That's how we're here, because it comes to Xanarkand and sucks us up into his poopy butthole. Well, ain't much of a port left. What? What the fuck is Shibolba? It's Zarkland Shibol. What the fuck are you trying to say? Oh, if all the wood went to Xanarkand. Gotcha. No, I thought you were asking if Sin went to Xanarkand.
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved one.
I haven't seen Road to El Dorado since it was like a relatively new movie on VHS. Is Shiboba the place they go in South America? No, that would be El Dorado. What the fuck is Shiboba?
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
I think there's some missable items here. We will save. Good old Smelmert. Shiboba's the underworld, I see. Pub's closed. Yeah, no shit. They send the gold there, I see. No, I don't think... This game doesn't... Well, it kind of has an afterlife. But it's not really like that. I think they explain exactly what ascending is here and what exactly Yuna's doing. This is a really good cutscene.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive.
No.
You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate.
Yeah, she's like really impatient with him because she's like, how the fuck, like, who the fuck are you? Like, are you fucking with me?
Remain in Spira. They become fiends that prey on the
So fiends are basically the other kinds of enemies we fight that aren't sin spawned. Why are his eyes always so low quality?
The sending takes them.
So like the jelly things we fought, the big bird thing, those are all fiends.
Summoners do this?
Nobody likes Smelmer, it's true. So basically, unsent dead eventually come back and coalesce as fucking monsters that you have to fight and that threaten, you know, cities and stuff. Which is why sending is so important. She's just casually walking on water, no biggie. I don't know anything about Mist in FF9, so I'll take your word for it, Jorky. Might play Final Fantasy IX on stream one day. I enjoyed what I played of it. I got to like the end of the first disc. It's possible. This game kind of gets better and better as it goes, though. The only real low points are like some of the cloisters of Trials. And the one part in Sin with the fucking ice spikes where the camera's rotating and you can't see what the fuck you're doing. Yes, that's fair. No, I think I agree with you. I think yeah, the first several hours of Final Fantasy IX, like I said, I can't, you know, I only probably played, I don't know, 10 hours, however long it takes you to get to the end of the first disc the first time. I think that section of the game is definitely stronger in FF9 than FF10. FF10 like takes a long time for you to like figure out exactly what the fuck is happening. Which again, like I can't fault it that much for that because that's also true in Homestuck. And, you know, I've got on record Homestuck is probably my favorite work of fiction, period.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yeah, FF9 has,
chose her own path.
what the fuck is it called? The sphere thing.
What it meant.
Ozma?
All we can do is protect her along the way.
It's raid boss in Final Fantasy XIV. He's a lot of fun. Yeah.
What's the end?
Yeah, why is his face like so much lower detail than Lulu's and Wonka's? Again, this whole scene hits a lot harder once you understand what the fuck is going on.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Mm-hmm.
I wish
Chocograph world
there
map.
would never be a next time. No more people being killed by Sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
I don't know, it looked pretty cool to me. Okay, but you... I don't understand what the fuck it takes to make you care about things. It seems to be, like, random and nonsensical. It seems to be, like, the less a piece of media takes itself seriously, the more you enjoy it. And I mean, that's fine, I guess, but I can't, like, consider that, like, as always a valid point of view when talking about, like, what things are good and what things are bad. Well, to a point, I mean, I guess you like Berserk. Berserk takes itself pretty seriously. Okay, I guess there's... Yeah, we can't go up there. That's fine. Yeah, there's, like, some kid we can talk to. There's some... hold up. I'm gonna slow it down so I make sure I don't miss... There's some missable shit here, too. Are you gonna play Blitzball when you grow up? Yes. Puck is pretty good. Yeah, this game doesn't really... Yeah. This game is pretty... serious the whole way through. Not like overly serious, but there's not like a lot of intentional levity. Like there is in, yeah, say like Final Fantasy V, even Final Fantasy VII.
Whoa!
I don't know if it was Guts. I think someone else mentions it. I don't know, I think perhaps maybe like the other thing that you like that specifically drew you to Berserk without it being like, you know, a series that pokes fun at itself is maybe you just like watching dudes get their shit wrecked and or cool monsters getting their shit wrecked, because that also happens a lot in Berserk. Something like that. I don't remember. Hardly matters now. Rip Mira. And I mean, literally, like, page 1 on the manga is him blowing the head off of a sex demon with his fucking cannon arm. You know, he starts that pattern of stick hidden cannon arm in monster's mouth, then fire cannon. You know, that's, that happens more than once. And I can see why. It's a tactic that seems to work. They don't expect his arm to also have a cannon in it. And the inside of one's mouth is not generally a well-armored section.
Ah, there you are. Be said Aurochs, huddle.
Right. You did. And I didn't respond because I didn't feel like having a stupid fucking argument about it.
Live in the Kilika temple here. Yep. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
I think that would kind of ruin the point that like they're all functionally human.
Oh, good. But is this
if they were like fucking berserk crazy?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time.
Like even the artificial humans, you know, are still basically humanoid.
only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, I think if they were like crazy berserk style monsters, I don't think it would. I agree, they're very cool designs, but you can't just like shoehorn something you think is cool into everything else and have it work out the same. I think it works for kind of almost the opposite reason, because with Berserk's Apostles and the Sin Homunculi, because they're both human, and also both not human in very specific ways, and whereas FMA is trying to show you, you know, in some way that like these people, these beings are still definitely, why not George Lucas? What? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like these are humans, essentially. They're functionally humans with like cool powers who just think they're better than humans. Whereas Apostles, it's like kind of the opposite. It's like they're, how would I put it? They're kind of both humans with all the best parts of humans taken out. Whereas the homunculus, that's kind of in their nature, and you know, it was not up to them. And whereas the humans, it's all about, what if you make the worst fucking choice imaginable? What kind of person does that turn you into? And the answer is, it turns you into a fucking monster. I feel like that's, you know... Oh, hello, that's a box. No, I'd like your box. That's not what I meant, but fuck it. These all just have... These are the same fucking things. Okay, so what's up top is what I have equipped. What's at the bottom is what this gets me. I give HP plus 5% to everybody. You know, I don't even know... I've got more equipment. Fuck. That dropped from the boss that I haven't even looked at. Okay, Bangle, Bright Bangle. Not too worried about her being blinded. Can't you use certain pieces of gear as, like, bases for the crafting system later? I think so. So there are actually times where you might want to come back and get pieces of low-grade gear and turn them into other pieces of gear. Take Water Ward. That's basically 50% reduction to water. Right, so Brotherhood, that's our water sword. Liquid Steel, yeah, you basically get Water Elemental on your sword, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. This is Strength plus 5% on it, which is fine. Official Ball! I got nothing, man! Okay, well, obviously Waka and Kimari could use, like, a defensive item. Yeah, like, again, it's similar to Final Fantasy VII. Like, each character only has 2 pieces of gear, and the gear is... Well, even more than 7. Even the armor pieces are all character-specific. Oh, I should have equipped that. Whoops. That's... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, never mind. Yeah, fuck it. I may as well get these. They're gonna get replaced relatively soon. Sick. Now what the fuck? Oh, don't I go to a forest? Yeah, there's like a... There's a temple here. The furry guy has sensor? He does. I mean, they're sins personified in some way. I think that probably holds the least well for greed in the long run. Like, I think they kind of have to stretch, like, the definition of greed out a bit in order for the character arc that Arakawa wants greed to have to fit. But other than that, yeah, I think the rest of them work. Also, lust is like, she has titty, and she talks like twice about, I would love a man like you, to like Mustang and somebody else probably.
What's up?
But outside of that, the whole lust aspect doesn't really come up with her. You know, you compare that to gluttony.
I want to ask you, To be my
Or even envy.
You know what? There's no time for
You
jokes.
What?
He may be a
Why?
baseball whiz kid, but up against fiends.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
You want me to show you something cool in game, or?
What do you mean?
It's just that...
Well, no, he tried to remove, like, all emotion and sin and imperfection from him. I don't think it worked. But, like, that was what he was attempting to do.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
I can try to show you Waka's overdrive. At least his first one. You get multiple overdrives as you go. Kimari's also, you wouldn't look it, but he's the blue mage of the game. You use the Lancet ability, which basically drains a small amount of health and MP from targets. And then that'll give you some ability from that monster. And then his overdrive is to use one of the abilities you've learned. Kimari's now your favorite. Kimari's pretty great. I think you need to reread/rewatch that scene. The blue magic's like fine in this game. It's not as busted as it is in many others. Increase MP by 20. Go Smelmert. Go Smelmert. Yeah, I would have had to have grinded quite a bit to get the... Because haste is like... Well, maybe not quite a bit, but I would have had to have grinded a bit to get haste for that fight. Again, we're using all the characters in all fights, so I may as well keep them all up to date. Watched it recently. Fair enough. Personally, I'd recommend reading it over watching it, but watching it's still pretty good. I've said before, I think Brotherhood is like 92% as good as the manga. It's because they cut through a lot of the early parts, because they assume that people would have already seen it. It's like neither one of them. The original anime stands alone by itself, but if you want the experience of the manga, you kind of have to watch parts of both to get all of it correctly. Also, the first fucking episode where you've got like that fucking ice alchemist who's like, "Oh, I'm going to expose the conspiracy of the country." It's like that was just added in for no good reason, and it makes it worse. I was like, that was a terrible fucking idea, you guys. My only other gripe is the fact that they reuse some of the animation. I'd say the delivery and story and just like the changes they make or the things they don't cover overall probably puts Brotherhood at around 80% as good as the manga, but the fact that you have those animated fucking cutscenes, which is like way better than like the action in the manga's like great, but fuck the animation in the fights in Brotherhood looks so fucking good that like it bumps it down from like 80% up to 92%. Just that scene. I think it's understandable that I connected talking about removing emotions with the creation of Hong My Life, but yeah. Where am I going? I'm getting steel. I'm becoming a thievius raccoon. Yeah, we get steel and use. What's this? I don't need luck. Or spare change. I think spare change is guild toss. Yeah. Yeah, Kimari starts in the center. He can kind of go wherever he wants. And he also starts... You'll notice these are level 4. So you get these... So we use spheres to, like, activate nodes and stuff. And, like, yeah, there's, like, the power sphere, the mana sphere. And they all activate... Wait. Oh, I'm here. They all activate different kinds of nodes. There are key spheres that you use to get access to certain chunks of the sphere grid or certain strong abilities. You'll notice that you have to go through at least 3 level 4 key spheres before you get Fucking Ultima, baby. Right in the middle. Technically counts as a black magic. Anyway, do we want to worry about getting all this other stuff? Or do we want to gun it straight for steel? I think we're going to gun it. Although... I need at least 2 level 1 key spheres, and I don't know when I get those. So maybe we waffle around here for a while? Whatever. Alright, that's everybody. Cool beans. We're gonna fight Nochu. The first of many. I think there's some treasure down here. Yeah. Mana spheres. Those become fucking useless later. Lulu's Overdrive is also pretty good. Oh. Right, this is introducing Kimari's Lancet mechanic and the blue magic. A sense of self? Like, you mean a sense of uniqueness, identity in the work? Or a sense of self being a theme in said piece of media? Yeah, it goes by really fast, but yeah, I sucked out 80 HP and MP. I could probably kill this guy instantly, huh? Actually, maybe not. Here, Yuna, hit him. Or defend. Okay, she already went. Defend, yeah, it takes very little time. That's why she got to go twice in a row like that. And then have Waka come out. Make him blind, I guess. No, immune to blind. Kimari, wait. Did Titus go? Here, Titus cheer. And then Lulu, here. Yeah, you can also defend. Okay, here we go. So, Ronso Rage! So, jump is what he starts. He's a blue mage and also the Dragoon. Just because he starts with jump. But he's not really a Dragoon. It doesn't work the way it does with Dragoons. You just deal damage. But you can see when we lanced it into this guy, we got Seed Cannon. And then we can use Seed Cannon. Patui! Dragoons are great. Dragoons are like my second favorite Final Fantasy class after Red Mage. Well, I guess, but I like it work knowing what it is and knowing its messages. That's fair. Yeah. As opposed to shit that, like, goes on forever and kind of waffles and wanders and... Get out of here. Holy fuck. Oh, they're putting it in. Does anybody need healing? I do have some of those. Actually, Lulu does seem kind of low. What is her actual... I don't know what her max health... Oh, there it is. Ow! She only has 380 health. Fuck it. Actually, we'll use her last. Smelmert. Hit this idiot. Himari. Suck this idiot. Schlorp. Lulu will kill it right away. So we'll have Waka... Waka? Wow, that thunder does a lot of damage. Okay. Have Yuna come in, heal Smelmert. 602, that's a lot. Lulu, blast his ass. By blast, I mean dunk. Dunk is funk. Yes, well, it's very clear that FMA was kind of planned from the beginning. Like, FMA is super fucking tight. The pacing and the flow, like, it's very clear that Arakawa knew pretty much, maybe not literally exactly, but she had a very good idea of where a lot of the story was going right from the very beginning. And I think Mura had a pretty good idea of how Berserk was going to play out. It doesn't seem like as good or as tight of an idea as like fuck. As FMA. But also, yeah, like a lot of the stuff, you know, is setups and clearly has purpose to it. Yada yada yada. I don't know, Kimari, give him the suck. Here, we'll play it normal. We'll play it regular speed so you can hear the sound effects and stuff. You should be able to hit The wasp out of the sky. God, this is so, wow. I think he has 1 health. Well, she's poisoned. That's fine. Have Smelmert come and kill this idiot instead.
Newbie here.
Sorry.
Yeah, 1 HP, and I missed.
Don't strain yourself. I'll handle the bird.
That's not a bird, Waka. Is this a pigeon? I should have had Kimari Lancet, the Hornet, since I don't know if Lancet can even miss. Anyway. Okay, so Lulu come out. Annihilate this idiot. She's gonna take poison damage. Poison, I seem to recall poison hurting quite a lot in this game. 95? And then... I'm Yuna, heal Lulu. Seeing tight things that don't have their message quite as strongly. What do you mean? Can you give me an example?
Take that.
I mean, like, it's tight both in pacing and, like, in theme. I would argue that FMA had, you know, more than a single message and more like a series of themes that all kind of played into each other. Scout is something for someone. Ah! Ooh, Ice Strike and Sensor. I'll take that. You've read a lot of trashy manga. Yes. Yeah, the theming was really, really hammered out. Yeah, like, Arakawa knew exactly the kind of story she was writing when she was writing it. Like I said, not only knowing the plot, but knowing the theme, and then building from there. I agree, FMA is, you know, is practically flawless. I'm referring to the manga specifically. Like I said, I have a couple gripes about Brotherhood. You can really feel the themes. Yeah, well, that's what you call a good story. You really feel the themes. But what about the memes? Can you feel the memes?
Nothing to fear, the hero's here.
Jesus Christ. Titus, you're really making me want to go back to ×4 speed so I don't have to listen to you. Tiny baby bonk. Alright, give him the suck. Is he the only one who says shit when he comes in? I can take all this guy's MP so that we can't cast Thunder. That could be a good idea. Okay, Waka's gone. Yuna hasn't gone. And Lulu blast him. Yes, I know, you sent me that. I get your arm, you get your brother. Mostly. You get the parts that matter the most.
The fiend
Oh god, his eyes are...
Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
How about hitting him is the better part of victory? Die! You're right, I did ask about the memes. Alright, fine. So long as you don't post another one about fucking... What's her name? Nina Tucker? I see that shit on Facebook all... Like, literally every day. And it's like... The thing is, like... I can kind of understand it because a lot of people who were exposed to FMA were exposed to it way younger than I was. Because I didn't really watch the original. I didn't get into FMA until I was like 19. Yes, the girl who gets fused with the dog. So it's like, I was tired of that shit like 10 years ago. I was like, whoa, girl, she's really close with her dog. And I'm like, okay, fine. You guys think of, like, any other fucking jokes? Do you remember that the whole rest of FMA happened, right? Like, there's like 76 chapters. And that's like one of them. You know. What are we doing? Blasting this man's ass. Give him the suck. Yeah, let's blind him. Oh, he's got a lot of HP. And he's immune. Alright. Cook him, cook him. That damage is pretty good. Alright, well, time to get you out of there. Smelmert. God, I wish you had haste. I'll just put a stack of cheer on everybody. It's only jokes about being close with the dog. Waka already win. Okay, Yuna. Do most of this fight for me, please. So, like, a tactic that I used to do for, like, boss fights and stuff is you'd save beforehand, and then you do a bunch of random fights to get your overdrive on all your summons up. And then, the thing is, the overdrive on summons is super fucking slow. Your opponent usually gets a couple of turns after a summon overdrives, so it usually doesn't survive overdriving. So basically be like, summon, overdrive, die. Next one, summon, overdrive, die. Next one. And like by the time, because you get like a bunch of summons by the end of the game. By the time you've churned through all of them, it's just like, yeah, he's fucking toast. Yeah, how much damage do I get out of this? I probably build overdrive faster by, am I weak to water? By delaying this turn as much as possible and thus getting more turns to deal damage. Yeah, I think the fire made it go up a bit faster. But this way I gain more per, like, damage I take. I'm pretty sure 2 of those gets me more than a single fire. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to kill him before Veil 4 is done for. Sorry, Shezberger. Shezberber. His name is written right there. Or her. I don't know. Veil 4 has titties. I don't know what to make of a titty bird. Oh well. This is also the only... Well, no, it's not the only one that's unique to this game. Ixion is technically unique, but it just kind of replaces Ramu. Shezberber. It's still like a lightning thing. Shezberber is kind of like its own thing. And then, yeah, you get like Ifrit and Shiva and Bahamut. Magus Sisters technically comes from Final Fantasy IV. Though they weren't just summoned in that game, they were a boss. And then Yojimbo is unique. And then the other one that's really unique is Anima. Anyway, suck my shit! Nice flip. I cast spells with my magic hair. Alright, and now Shezberber's probably gonna eat it. Oof. Oh. Oh, I think he heals a bunch? Yeah. Welp. You know, if I'd saved that overdrive for the killing blow, I would have gotten a guaranteed overkill. Haha, bitch! Doesn't do nothing to me, I'm in the air. I don't think float is in this game. Is Shezberber the only flying summon? I think so. I think Bahamut chills on the ground. Though I don't actually remember. Yeah, like I said, early game, it's like you're going to be seeing a lot of the same shit because you just don't have a lot of different options. Okay, we'll finish it off with fire. On the last turn before Sonic Wings gives me an extra turn. Keep going. So long as I'm getting extra turns out of Sonic Wings, we're gonna push it. Could I get a second overdrive? Not likely, but not impossible. Even then, the second overdrive probably won't kill either. That's fine. I like his weird, like, runic pool of water in its mouth. It's strange that they decided to make Ochu's plant monsters in the Final Fantasy series. Whereas because it's based, a lot of monsters in, like, Final Fantasy 1 are, like, clearly based off of Dungeons and Dragons. Whereas, yeah, in Final Fantasy, they're like a fleshy fucking garbage monster. That was some pretty good damage. And now I die. So you'll notice that all the summons disappear into Pyreflies the same way Fiends do. So it's kind of like the same thing. When you summon an Aeon, you're like coalescing the souls of the dead into a specific form that you've trained to be able to coalesce them into, and then they do shit for you from there. Oh yeah, got the cactar. Keep cheering, I guess. We might want to swap out Yuna, since she's not super useful without her summons. Later, because Yuna's sphere grid leads naturally right into Lulu's. So like you can start giving her black magic and stuff. And also you get holy. So the dead. Yeah. What we're fighting is an amalgamation of the souls of unsent dead who are angry because they're dead, merged into a fucking creature known as a fiend. Like I said, everything you fight in this game is either a person, there aren't many people you fight in this game, or a fiend, which is made out of the souls of the dead, or sin spawn, which comes off of sin. Yeah, so this is just like, yeah, souls of the dead if they're not sent. You know, remember the sending, the whole thing she did? I'd be angry about being dead too. Yeah, eventually they like lose, you know, their personality and their memories and they just become angry monster spirits. What am I doing? Cheering. I don't have focus for Lulu, so I can't raise my magic defense. Which is a bit unfortunate since this guy's got water attack. Oh, Kimari's poisoned. Fuck it, go Waka. Kimari's already had a turn, he's gonna get full XP anyway. This guy was immune to dark attack, so let's do regular attack. Okay, she has high magic defense anyway. I don't think... if I could get Lulu's overdrive, I could probably still overkill this guy. We're at, what, 3 cheers? On Titus, at least. If not Titus and Lulu. Yeah, damage is not exactly high. So they're just gonna stay poisoned, huh? Well, Asuna first. Because this guy can't do enough damage to kill Lulu from his 173 health anyway. There's no way to switch in Kimari without him taking poison damage, unless I use his turn to antidote himself. Yeah, because when you switch him in, it's going to be their turn. Then again, he also has a lot of health. And you know what? I can lance it. Get health back as well. Gained 80 health. Lost 221 health. And, oh, well, he's healing a lot less than last time. Maybe it's based on how much HP he has left. Yeah, like I cannot summon Chesberber for the rest of the fight. Oh, I probably should have antidoted Kimari. Nah, he's fine. Yeah, I think you lose like a quarter of your life on a poison tick or something. It seems pretty big. I know it's based on your max health. No, his HP's still going up. It's got that regen. Keep lancetting to get your health back, I guess? Some of it, anyway. Fucking fix my boy. Oh, I have a lot of MP. Although I think the bigger spells hit him and wake him up. Right. I was just lancing him, which... Uh-oh. Right, he earthquakes after that. Thank you very much, Voidstar. Well, that was a problem. I don't have an AoE heal. He sure has a lot of his health left. Back. Kimari... actually has more health than Lulu, but is missing a bunch of it. You know, do your job. Yeah, I think she dies if that goes off. Alright, Kimari, put an antidote on her. Thank you very much, Voidstar. Yeah, also the fact that Kimari starts with an ability that gives him back MP, but he has no use for MP early in the game. Not ideal. So anyway, I just started blasting. Yeah, and I find it's often a lot better later when you can gain overdrive for like dealing damage instead of taking damage, especially with like the more fragile, you know, glass cannony characters like Lulu. It's like, no, I'd really rather her not take damage and gain overdrive as she deals damage, because we probably already have our overdrive by now. I guess hitting him does more damage than Lancet. Lancet gives me health. Oh, I don't drain any MP from him, though. Even though he definitely casts spells. Okay, we're doing good. We got it. I think Lulu's the only one who still has Cheer. I feel like I want to swap Kimari out for a heavier hitter. Like Waka. It's actually not much more damage than I get from... Oh, fuck. I have 4 Phoenix Downs. Yuna, you okay? You want some Dairy Queen? Wow, that's exactly how much damage that he did when he killed her. Spooky. Don't kill her again, please. Thank you very much, Voidstar. Oh, good. Yeah, just crit Lulu. She's gonna take, like, 90-something damage. Okay, this idiot's almost dead. This actually might kill him. Thank God. She still takes the damage, of course. I don't think poison... I don't think any status in this game persists outside of battle. Like, not even Petrify, I think.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Yeah, why the fuck weren't you guys helping? That's kind of your job. So the Crusaders is also like an organization tied with the Church of Yevon, and their job is to basically just go around. They're not about fighting Sin directly necessarily. They're more about like fighting fiends and all of the Sin spawn and stuff to just make sure that shit doesn't get too whack. Sick.
Hey.
Thank you very much, Voidstar. Alright, let's activate Go Mode. That was what? Actually, was that our 3rd boss? 4th boss? I don't remember. Some number of boss. 2 fly bows. But yeah, you can see Chesberber is back in action. If a summon dies, though, it loses its entire overdrive bar, which is not the coolest. Kimari. Why don't you lance at this idiot? Have Waka kill it. Overkill it, even. Seed Cannon, don't care. You can throw fire at this guy. Probably won't kill him. Does a bunch of damage, though. So Kimari's gone. Smelmert. Hit this. Yuna. Everyone's gone, right? Activate Chesberber. Right, sometimes Yuna says a thing to a summon. That's what was happening right there. Die? Good. Ah, my body. Actually, Smelmer knows, or not. Chesberber knows fire. I'm getting the made-up names of my different fucking characters mixed up. We have some levels, and we got an MP sphere, which... So you notice there are empty nodes here. You get these rare spheres that you can use to fill these empty nodes. Eventually you get... because some of these have different values. Like, this increases MP by 20. And this is, like, HP by 200. But if we go, like, later down someone's sphere grid... You eventually... They get to, like, double that value. Yeah. 40 MP. Probably not here, but, like, one of the more martial characters will get, like, 400 HP. So, one of the things you do is, later on, you can get clear spheres, which will actually erase a node. So you end up, like, replacing all the 200 HP nodes with 400 HP nodes. That's if you want to do post-endgame stuff. I thought plus 400 was the max. Anyway, I think I actually want to put MP... Because, like, Yuna and Lulu already get a bunch of MP stuff, so I find they need it less. I think I want to put it somewhere on Smelmert's line. And I'm pretty sure all of these are always the max value ones. So this will be like a 40 MP node. Yeah. So that'll be a pretty good boost this early. Not that he can use MP yet until we get haste. Once you get haste and slow and hastiga and slowga and all that stuff. We want all of the extract abilities for sure. That's something they added in the international version. That makes it so that a monster is guaranteed to drop certain types of spheres, like mana sphere, ability spheres for activating, because you tend to run out of ability spheres like a third of the way into the game, and you're just at a spot where like there aren't any monsters that really drop them, and so if you've been like cranking your levels, you'll just run out. So they added an ability, well, they added a bunch of different abilities all around the sphere grid that make it so that you can hit an enemy, and then at the end of the fight, that enemy will be guaranteed to drop a certain sphere. A certain type of sphere. That's Prey right there, isn't it? No, that's Life. Where's Prey? Yeah, Prey's not white magic. It's, one of those just other, sorts of abilities. Prey is basically Prey from Final Fantasy IV, where you just heal everyone in your party a little bit, but it costs no MP. So that's usually when I don't have anything particularly important for Yuna to do in a battle, but I still want her to gain experience. Just Prey. Prey's pretty ideal most of the time. Yeah, you see, like, I'm already down to like 7 ability spheres, or 6 now. So yeah, if you're putting points into everybody at the same time. Same with like strength. Strength maxes out. You can get +4 strength. I know the accuracy nodes actually become obsolete because of the luck nodes give you accuracy. Like luck as a stat gives you like crit chance and accuracy. So I think you can end up actually replacing most, if not all, of the accuracy nodes. That's everybody. Nope. We got a Lulu. Yeah, she should be getting focus soon. Which is like cheer, but for magic defense. And magic offense, I guess. You can see here, she just gained, you know, a bunch of magic and magic defense. I say a bunch, but like 2 is a decent amount this early. 1 or 2 fortune spheres per fight. Well, that's fine, then you grind it. Everyone's good? Everyone looks good. Yuna's missing 20 MP. Smelmert? Well, I did just gain 6. I was like, what the fuck happened to your MP? I just gained 60, is what happened to his MP. Isn't there... Yeah, there's some more treasure that was behind the Ochu. Hit the weird lizard. Or don't. Okay. Yeah, have Kimari give this guy the suck. 255 luck, it takes about as long as all other stats combined. Alright, but have you considered ×4 speed? And also, where is it? No, it's not here. And also you can increase enemy encounter rate. Have you considered that it's probably way easier to do here than it was in original FF10? Yeah, let's have Waka come out first. Okay, and Yuna defends, and Titus becomes Lulu, and Lulu blasts. You saw someone basic 100% the game? Fair enough. I can't imagine it would take that long. Like maybe a couple hours? Earth Eater takes a while to beat. Oh, do you have to specifically fight Earth Eater? What am I doing? Fighting for the right to party or something. Yeah, sure, hit it. You guys do damage. Titus is dead. I don't really want to use all my Phoenix Downs this early. Normally, at this point, I would have grinded off stream for some amount of time and would be stronger, but this is fine. No, actually, have Yuna come in and have her spend her turn healing Titus. 1 or 2 Fortune Spheres, need about 60 per person. Sometimes drops Dark Matter instead. Let's see. Yeah, and they're what, 7 party members? So it's like 420? So you gotta fight him like possibly into 300 times. Fair. What am I doing? Thank you very much, Wood Sir. Kimari already went, right? No, Kimari was gonna go. And we had Yuna go instead. Titus, I want you to defend. Okay, you need to summon Chesberber. 90-ish luck. Accuracy, you need speed spheres that can be distilled. Fair enough. Yuna's dying a bit, but what else is new? She can heal herself. Unless she dies. Then she can't heal herself. Just keep kicking the shit out of this plant. And the final. Overkill, maybe? No. Rip. Part of me wants to go back and heal real quick. Fuck. That'll be fine. We're fine. Easy peasy. No problem. Yuna's dying. That's fine. Now she's not. The suck won't kill, right? Suck will not kill. Wonka can defend. Lulu's the only one who hasn't gone. Set it on fire? Set it on ice. Overkill? Nice. Yeah, no, the last time I was playing through this game, I read a lot more about all the endgame and post-endgame stuff, so I don't remember most of the... I had, like, spreadsheets and shit, like, planned out for, like, what to fight, when, and what you need to be able to fight certain things, and yada yada yada. That was several years ago at this point. I would like to summon... Oh, hey, Smelmart's got a fucking overdrive. I'll probably just save it. Save the overdrives for the bosses, make them easy. Hit a guy. Bye. You too. Hit this idiot. Stop harming his body. Okay, now it's just Kimari and Yuna. Do I want to lance it? I probably want to just kill it. Oh, lance it would have killed too. And finally, summon the Chesberber. I keep forgetting to switch it to short mode, although it might already be in short mode. I can't tell. Oh, shit, he gets a turn. How dare you? Good sir. Bad sir. Terrible sir. We're the worst sir ever. Never met a worse sir than some fucking spit monster. The Patui plant, as they call him. Peter Patui. Alright, you're gonna take a turn? Are ya? Are ya? Yeah, that's what I thought. Got some equipment out of that. I think there's still, like, a treasure chest or two somewhere. I think I'm just running around the same areas, because every time I go into battle, you just petrified Kimari. Right, that's another thing. There's a boss. Yeah, if you get petrified, because they're the underwater fights. If you get petrified while underwater, you just shatter immediately. And you're just fucking out of the fight permanently. There are a couple fights that have mechanics where you're just out of the... A character can be out of the fight, either temporarily or permanently. And I seem to recall all of them being fucking rough. Or then there's also, like, the Seymour fight, where he gives your whole party zombie status. He is... Does Asuna work on stone in this game? I have a remedy. But only one. Eh! Hooray! Did he go? I don't remember. Who's the only person who hasn't gone? It's Waka, right? Stoned as they come, man. You don't want to get Aranta stoned. Ah. Luck Sphere. Is that one of the ones that adds a thing, or change an empty node into a luck node? Fuck it. Just put it here, give it to Waka. Why not? Oh, I don't have a fortune sphere to fill it with. I'm a dumbass. Whoops! Should have saved that for later. Well, that's sad. Yeah, that was a waste. That was a good piece of treasure that I threw in the trash until the... Stop. You know why? It's because I don't have Titus in my opening party. Titus is the only guy faster than these idiots, I think. Stop stoning my friends. He shattered Kimari. I guess Kimari's not getting XP for this fight. Smelmert went, right? Everybody went but Kimari. Fucking rip. Rip indeed. I just cast Thunder on the Thunderbolt. He's gonna heal. I just don't even have a second party. You know what? Fuck this. No, Chesburber's already got full meter. I don't know. Judd fucking cheer? Melmart has nothing useful to do here. He'll do like 4 damage. Or Kimari. I'm pissed off because he exploded my boy. In what Final Fantasy game do you have to deal with fucking stone in like the first goddamn area? Or like arguably the second goddamn area where you can like run around and do shit? Oh fuck, he comes back with 1 HP. Yeah, gameplay wise, you know, FF10 doesn't really fuck around. The answer is this one. Alright, well I'm missing some HP. Get some back. Light this guy on fire. Yuna, didn't you already heal him? Yeah, you've had a turn. Let's have Smelmert step into the action. Oh, I got a water ball. You can see it. You can see the water effect. Fuck. Dark attack this guy then. It'll do half damage. Oh, he's immune to darkness. I guess they don't have eyes, huh? The jellyfish didn't have eyes. Or he didn't look like he had eyes. Maybe he did. I need to bring Kimari back out here instead of Waka. The water ball is a liability in this fight. He's still missing health, sure. Give him the suck. Does less damage, but I get more suck. So, I mean, can't really complain. Stone is pretty rare. I wouldn't say that. Generally, there's spikes of commonality. Like, usually there's specific areas that have, like, a common enemy that can stone you in Final Fantasies. It's not crazy rare. Or, it'll be, like, not a particularly rare enemy, but it has a very low chance of stoning.
Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know.
I like this little scene from Yuna here.
Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
And there's usually like a cockatrice or something too. You like our suspenders? You guys did a bunch of stretches first. That's not fair.
Yuna, if you would.
Sounds like the same guy laughing again and like 3 times over. She goes to start the race and then she just fucking starts early.
Hey!
Yes! Yeah, Malboros are rough. So if I talk to Lulu...
Kids.
Can you even get Kimari to ride the fucking Ski-Doo with you? I don't even know. You also get, like, different dialogue and shit.
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
One boss into another. Oh, right, this guy with the hands. Oh, I don't remember. This guy casts gravity or some shit. And, yeah, we want to not attack while the shell is... Absorbs magical attacks against what's his nuts. Oh! They're resistant to lightning and ice, and they heal from water, and aren't actually weak to fire. Yeah, I think we need to use magical attacks to bust open his shell, but these guys will absorb that shit. Whatever. Just fucking spiral cut this idiot. I just realized I was at 5 times 4 speed, but it appears to slow it down for you. I didn't notice that. Yeah, I think he counterattacks. Really? Really? You left him with 1 fucking health? Okay, Waka. Here, dark attack this idiot. Fuck. Good. Okay, he breathes a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so now... Lulu, open his ass up. Or don't. Get out, Chizburber. I can at least keep hitting him with fire. We're gonna wait till he's open before I unload on him. There we go. Oh, he tried to poison me or something. Alright, here we go. Suck it. So, since I came into this at, like, full health on Cheeseburger... So, yeah, like I said, the enemy tends to get a couple turns after you overdrive. But since I had full health to start with, you know, so you see how far my overdrive is already built back up on account of, Oh, he might be immune to this, actually. Oh. So some bosses, it'll actually show their gauge move, but then they'll be immune to it, and then it won't actually move the way that it showed it did. In fact, yeah, it looks like I can't move him any more than this. Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Alright. Keep hitting him with fire, then. That water does not do a lot of damage to me, my dude. Oh, that just killed him. But yeah, like the optimal way, ideally you would try to overkill every single boss. And each enemy has like a specific threshold of like how much extra damage you need to do on the killing blow. For it to be over. It's not like a, you know, half their health. It's a set specific amount for every single enemy in the game.
Being a guardian's
But you can get a lot of unique stuff or some very good stuff a lot earlier.
You got talent.
On some bosses.
So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
They're spawn of sin.
Sins. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
I mean, what the hell else are you gonna do? You don't know anybody. You don't have a home. May as well travel with these fellows. Do you need to sleep? Do you? It's a question for the ages. Do I need to sleep? No idea. I probably need to eat. Alright, see you later, Voidstar. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be going. I am hungry. Big hungry. I could try to stave it off with a bunch of almonds. But I'm in no mood for almonds right now. I got pierogies in the freezer. Oh wait, she's still got a level in her. Yeah, this is definitely lower level than I was like the last couple times I've done this. I might just stream it tomorrow. Like I said, right now I'm in like this in-between period because I'm waiting for Guilty Gear Strive to come out. It's like I don't have a specific game to stream, so it's like fuck it. I do like actually finishing games, you know, as infrequently as that manages to happen. So it would be kind of cool if I actually finished Final Fantasy X. What the fuck is going on? It's easy. We fight monsters, and we win forever. Psychonauts? Well, I've never even played Psychonauts. I've seen chunks of Psychonauts. We did it!
Huh.
So, they got fiends in Xanarkand too?
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
Alright, have a good night, Voidstar.
I've been thinking. Maybe people sin gets to don't die. Maybe sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe...
I think it's just Starman.
Bye, Starman. Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh,
Rip.
and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's
She's
pointless
basically
to think
bitching out
about
the whole
it.
party here.
And sad.
Yeah. Well, we learned later that,
I could never be what Chappu was.
her and Chappu...
Well, stuff happens.
she's kind of
Just
like
not to
extra
worry.
pissed at Waka not accepting Chappu's death because
brother, Chappu.
we learned later
Something had
that
happened between them a long time
like
ago.
Lulu and
I
Chappu
was sure
were a couple.
Well, whatever it was none of my business.
So the
that's
fact
for
that
sure.
like Waka
Best
like
not
keeps
to go there.
you know like pulling the fact that Waka keeps pulling on this Chappu string, yeah, kind of pisses her off a bit. And yeah, when she talks to Titus, and yeah, she looks at Titus when she says there's no replacement for Sir Jekt or Braska either, and it's like, you know, that's a little less harsh. It's kind of like both of you, like neither one of you are your fathers, so don't try to be. At the same time, fuck you. Yeah, Lulu can be testy, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking for a save sphere right about now. Yeah, but I have a feeling this has been going on for like a while. Like, I can understand the frustration with like Waka still being in denial over it.
Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why are you here?
This is your sports movie. These are the bad guy team.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do
It was less about mourning and more about denying that he's actually dead.
It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time...
I can understand both points of view.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals.
I think Lulu's kind of like seeing Waka as like
We'll beat them.
being immature here
You know that team?
in his insistence on like denying Chappu's death, and I get like it's
But Sir Jekt was a kind and
seems like kind of a thing that's been going on for a
Well, not
while.
my Jekt. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Well, again, sometimes you want to cling to hope, and sometimes, you know, you want people in denial to grow up and face the facts and move on instead of clinging to the past. No, it's not. But it probably is for the best if, you know, Waka, you know, confronts reality as opposed to not doing that. That's generally the wiser course of action in the long run. What do you mean to make him? Well, she can't make him stop denying reality. She can tell him to, but she can't make him. It depends. You know, people are different, and well, because that's the thing is, Waka also cares for and respects Lulu a lot too. So I think it was just some rando saying it, maybe not, but you know, those kind of words coming specifically from Lulu are probably more, you know, it's probably not just simply hurtful words. You know, I have a feeling that some part of it is, at least in some way, getting through that thick fucking muscle head. You fucking Decker, that's fair. He'd probably pay for it. Lulu, yeah. Lulu's, she does not get pushed around easily. Yeah. I don't know, she might have been engaged to him, I don't remember. Like, Chapu was clearly also very important to her as well. Yeah. My point is, like, it's a complicated situation between, you know, complicated people who have complicated problems. And different people manage things in different ways. And yeah, maybe Lulu was too cold. You know, again, like I say, I think there's, I can see both sides, and it's like, I can see the sentiment of what Lulu's saying as correct, but it's, you know, she probably could have said it in a better way, sort of thing. It's like neither one of them are being perfectly correct, necessarily, which, you know, people aren't perfect. So, that's just how it is. Alrighty, well, you said you were gonna go to bed, and I want to eat. Like, you clearly didn't go to bed since you're still fucking here. Lulu is not one. Lulu speaks her mind. She does not. Yeah, if she's got something to say, she says it. So, I'm gonna stop here, so you can go to bed, and I can have a meal. Yes, you got caught up in the conversation and then the argument happened. It's a good cutscene. I tell you, you say you don't care, but like I tell you, these characters fucking grow on you, man. Because they're interesting enough. I feel like, because focusing on a smaller party too, I feel like gives each character a bit more room to breathe and bounce off of each other. And you know, there are no like really fucking kind of goofy weird side characters. You know, you don't have fucking, what's his name? You don't have like Vincent. Ah, fair enough. You don't have like Vincent Valentine in FF7, who it's like, okay, I can see, like, his story kind of ties into the main plot, but he's also just kind of like this weird side guy that you don't even need to get. And he's also like some fucking weird vampire guy, like he sleeps in a coffin, and you're like, what the fuck? And he like punches you with the devil and shit. Yes. That's fair. I would say grief and how people deal with it is probably a major theme in Final Fantasy X. Like I said, Final Fantasy X is probably like the most, I don't want to say the most serious, but like, yeah, death and grief are pretty big parts of Final Fantasy X as a whole. And even, like, it goes, and again, the way the different characters all deal with it, sort of thing. Because, like, all of Spira kind of grieves Braska. So we talked about summoners, which are people who just, like, go on the pilgrimage to try to gain the summons to try to defeat Sin. Becoming a grand summoner is someone who actually succeeds at defeating Sin. So Braska is the last grand summoner. So obviously everyone's like, oh, Lord Braska! That's why he gets the title of Lord. And, you know, Yuna's going to follow. So it's like all of Spira is kind of mourning Braska as a whole. It's like he's basically the equivalent of like a saint. Or like a pope or something. A pope in a world where the religion, you know, where the religion is way more widespread, let's say. And heavily followed. So, and obviously Yuna has her own personal connection to it. Orin, on his own, is grieving both Braska and Jecht, because, like, they were his two best friends. You know, obviously Waka and Lulu are both grieving Chapu. And, yeah, Titus has a lot of complicated feelings about his dad that get explored throughout the game. Pretty much the only person who's not, like, super grieving is probably Riku. Riku and I guess Kimari. But, well, something happens that gives Riku some reason to grieve partway through the story. And yeah. And that also falls into kind of like the main antagonist's whole plot. It's super nihilistic and dumb as fuck. Smelmert. Yes, Smelmert. But his whole plan basically boils down to Spira is full of suffering. He literally said, because again, it's named Spira because of the spiral of suffering. He says, Spira is caught in a spiral of suffering. If everyone's dead, no one can suffer. So I'm gonna stop all suffering in Spira by killing everyone. Like, that's literally the logic in his fucking brain. And I'm like, you fucking... And he's also terrible. Seymour is the worst. Seymour fucking blows. Also, it's a terrible fucking name for a villain. His name is fucking Seymour Guado. That's his fucking name. I don't think so, because that's not, like, that's not really, that doesn't really show up in any other Final Fantasies. You know, Final Fantasy 1, Chaos just wants to wreck the world because he's evil personified, basically. Like, maybe. It's really fucking stupid. You have to really stop thinking for that to, like, make sense in your brain. Or you have to be lying to yourself and everybody else and actually just not care and just want to cause as much suffering and pain as possible. And you just dress it up in... I'm not even going to call it an intellectual reasoning because, yeah, it's real fucking dumb. It's like Final Fantasy 1, yeah, or Suicidal perhaps. Final Fantasy 1, Chaos is just the personification. He's just the big evil guy and wants to blow up everything because fuck everything. Final Fantasy 2, Emperor Palamecia just wants to rule the world. He's just a big evil asshole who built his castle inside of a tornado, which is admittedly super fucking badass. The dude was... Mattias Palamecia is like my favorite Final Fantasy antagonist. Again, Final Fantasy 2, not a lot of characterization. It's just on the sheer badass level. Well, no, he doesn't already rule hell. He doesn't rule hell until you kill him. No, that doesn't happen until, like, almost the very end of the game. You go to what you think is the final dungeon and the final boss fight, and then you kill him, and then you have kind of what would be like a denouement of, like, the story where, like, everyone's like, oh, the war is over, yada, yada. And then suddenly, a fucking castle from hell, like, an upside-down castle, erupts upside down out of the fucking earth. Because, like, you go down the castle upside down. You reach the top floor by going down into hell, kind of thing. So yeah, he immediately upon death, like, it took, like, a fucking day, he ends up taking over both heaven and hell at the same time. And then you have to go kill his fucking soul twice, from both sides at the same time. No, he's bad. And like I said, he built his palace inside of a tornado. He doesn't even need his army to do damage. He can just move his castle towards you. And it's like, you have a fucking tornado. What's you gonna do about it? And the answer is you fly in over the top of the tornado, come in and kick the shit out of him. Only the ones that are fighting in heaven are the dead ones, though. And then Final Fantasy 3, I have no idea. I know there's a couple antagonists, and the ultra-ending antagonist ends up being Cloud of Darkness, who I assume is some kind of, like, ultra-cosmic being who doesn't necessarily have, like, a regular motive. And then Final Fantasy IV, Golbez is being manipulated by Zemus. Zemus is also, he's just, like, he was just a hate-angry dude. And then the Lunarians are just like, we're gonna banish you to beyond space and time because you're awful. Then he's just like, oh, you don't fucking know how awful I am. And he just, like, concentrated so hard on being awful that he became even awfuler. Yeah, cosmic cleanup thing. Yeah. So again, it's like, not a lot of actual motivation other than, angry, evil, do bad things. Final Fantasy V, Exodus He's also kind of trying to rule the world. He's basically trying to gain control over the entire world by gaining mastery over the void. But again, there's not much more to go on other than that. He's just like, I'm super powerful because I was born fucking ages in the past. They planted a magic tree that all the evils of the world went into that tree, and then that tree gained sentience and became me. So he's literally just like all the evil in the world, just like chucked into a tree that turned into a dude. More like a wildfire? Fair enough. Even angry or evil. I was talking about Zemus being angry and evil. So yeah, once again, Exodus isn't even really angry. He's mostly just evil. Until he becomes like Neo Exodus, and then he's just like whacked out on chaotic space nightmare. And then obviously you get to 6, where yeah, Kefka's a total nihilist, but he's a nihilist who's like not suicidal at all. He says multiple times that he just wants to destroy everything because nothing's worth anything and fuck it all anyway. Hopes and dreams and all this shit are worth garbage. But he never pulls the trigger. He has like, it's like 2 years between when he like just basically, rearranges the continents and destroys the Earth, and when the heroes like all reconvene to fight him. And he had the whole fucking, the Tri-Magus fucking thing. He could have just blown it all up, but he fucking doesn't, because he knows that like if he destroyed everything, it would fucking suck, and he doesn't want to destroy himself. And so that's what I'm saying. That he talks about destroying everything. Well, he literally says, "I will destroy everything." I'm pretty sure that's literally a line he says when he's in God mode. I think he's an extraordinarily sad, broken man. Oh, because they talk about like all the magicite experiments and stuff, like warped the shit out of his mind. So I think he got whacked out on magicite experiments, and it caused him like so much suffering and stuff. Like I think like there's like some way deep down part of him still has like some tiny bit of humanity. He reminds me a lot of fucking, what's his name? Delandau from Escaflowne. He reminds me a lot of Delandau from Escaflowne. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the weird magic experiment thing holds true for Delandau. That's a revelation way later. They're very similar characters, now that I think about it. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII, you have Sephiroth, who he's a little bit of a bitch boy. I can understand the existential crisis of being like, I'm a fucking experiment of a baby of an alien who destroyed the ancients, and what the fuck? And it's like, my whole life is a lie, yada yada yada. But then like going nuts and being like, I will return to Mother and we will sail the skies, and it's just like, okay, you've gone way off the deep end. The only way I think that's really super justified is if Jenova's actually manipulating him the whole way, which is like totally up in the air whether Jenova or Sephiroth is really the main villain of the series. Because yeah, it's unclear. Possibly, but like that, you can't make everything suffer if you destroy everything, because then there's a bunch of things that would have suffered that won't exist because you destroyed the things that would have made them exist. I wouldn't call him a major bitch boy. I'd call him a moderate bitch boy. You can understand some of it. Like I said, that if it turns out that he was actually getting manipulated by Jenova was basically controlling his brain because she controls all her own cells, and she's basically the Thing, but also magic. Like, if Sephiroth had no fucking chance but to be manipulated by Jenova once, she woke up, then it's like, he is basically a puppet. He might even be a puppet that thinks he's in control. And then 8, I have no fucking idea. I don't really know Ultimisia at all. She's like, her plan is like to collapse all of time and space for reasons, I guess. Yeah, I also don't know Kuja, because that game also has Chaos and like Garland and shit like that in it. It makes a lot of references to previous Final Fantasies. Because Kuja's not like the ultimate bad guy. His Isn't it like Necros or some shit? He learned he was going to die eventually, and he freaked the fuck. I mean, but that's true of everyone is going to die eventually. Like, see, that doesn't jive with me. If it's like most people learn, almost everyone learns that they're going to die eventually, and none of them freak the fuck out. Unless he has like a explicit reason not to believe that or some shit. Yeah, that doesn't jive with me. And the same with Seymour. Seymour's plan is really fucking stupid. Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, there's a character named Garland in Final Fantasy IX. They were supposed to be immortal. I see. And then he learned he was gonna die. Okay. I can kind of see that. Specifically designed to die. Oh. Yeah, that sounds kind of bad. Yeah, what's the... Because isn't Garland, like, manipulating Kuja or something? He's, like, working for... Yeah, what's the... Like, a final guy. I don't remember who it is. He's a robot. Who's just a test tube baby. Test tube baby and a robot. Who is the fucking final boss of Final Fantasy IX? I want to say it's like Necros. Or something. He's revealed to be like the actual big bad the whole time. If you're not going to tell me, then fucking Google will. Necron! Jesus. Cool. And then, yeah, 10's got Seymour. Seymour's plan's super fucking stupid, and I hate it. If it weren't for, like, his really poor logic in how he decided how he was going to justify killing everybody, I think there are some other interesting things about Seymour. Because Seymour also has, like... Seymour has parallels both with Yuna and Titus, who are, again, like, kind of like the two... Titus is the protagonist, but, like, Yuna's, like, the most important character in the story. So, like, they're the kind of the two main characters. And Seymour has very interesting ties with both of them. Like, Seymour's training to become a summoner, like Yuna is. And he's also, like, a half and half race. Because Albed are considered, even though they're clearly, like, human, but, like, Albed are considered, like, their own separate race, I guess. And you learn later that Yuna is half Albed. So, like, and the Albed, they don't follow Yevon, so, like, we haven't gotten there yet, but, like, Wakka hates the shit. He's basically racist towards Albed. And all that sort of stuff. So, like, yeah, being half non-Albed and half Albed, half Yevonite, I guess, and half Albed is, like, kind of an important thing for her. Whereas Seymour, there's another race we meet later called the Guado. Seymour's, like, half person, half Guado. And, you know, the Guado and people had, like, a lot of antagonism between them. And Seymour was supposed to help, like, kind of, like, bridge that gap. It's like, see, the people can come together. Yay! And then it turns out that Seymour Guado is, like, a complete fucking psychopath. But, you know, oh, yeah, the thing that Seymour has in common with, Titus is they both hate their dad. Although, Seymour kills his fucking dad, and... Yeah, Seymour's like a weird reflection of Titus and Yuna layered over each other, and then made infinitely worse. Alrighty, anyway. Enough yapping. I gotta eat and pee. And we're gonna go raid somebody. So thanks for joining me. I'll see y'all sometime in the future. Who are we raiding? Have a good night, everybody. Yeah, daddy issues, basically. Basically.